Yeah, well, yeah.
I didn't think
that's what I messaged you back. After the movie was over,
okay.
I wrote, hey, I'm sorry I wrote you the one-word responses, but I was actually in the theater watching...
I thought maybe before the movie or something.
No, watching Twilight while I was getting the updates.
You're that guy.
And they make...
He is that guy.
They make this prissy East Side announcement that, hey, no texting, it disturbs your fellow man's, your fellow woman's movie-going experience, and there I'm sitting, like, covering my iPhone, trying to find out the score of the SC Bothell game.
It's a good game.
Tied at 28.
And this he wants time.
And I'm going crazy at all the wrong spots during Twilight, and 3 seconds left on the clock.
Yep.
An Issaquah field goal.
Yes, 36-yarder.
And you pulled it out.
Pulled it out.
And I stood up in the theater and went, yeah!
They're just making out.
Yes, I know. You meant to watch me. I don't know. I don't know if I guess you're not as into the movie as I am. So, final of 31-28?
Correct.
And you roll out of the semifinals?
Coma Dome.
In the dome.
The semifinals at the Dome?
Yeah.
Friday night.
Friday. Skyline goes to Ferris, and then we play Central Kitsap.
Central Kitsap.
Yeah.
So you spread it out wide now.
That's all 4 left in the whole state.
Yeah. There you go.
Thanks, Terry.
There you
Color
go.
commentary there.
Yeah.
Wow, what do you know about them? They're not
Nothing.
even in your neighborhood.
I know nothing about them.
Got to get some film or what?
Yeah. They'll have some film. The coaches will be ready. They somehow seem to get film on everyone.
So your next 2 games, should you play 2 more games, would be in the Tacoma Dome.
That's right.
But
Our new home field.
But Skyline does not play in the Tacoma Dome this
Yeah,
semifinal.
they have to go to Spokane, which
Oh,
is
really?
bizarre.
Oh, Ferris. That's right. That was
Yeah.
Spokane.
Man.
Eastern Washington.
Bad break. They got a bad draw on the brackets, I guess.
So get them all good and tired out.
I'm ready. I know.
Take
I
state.
hope Ferris just takes them out. Come on.
Wow. You're looking at Ferris to do your dirty work.
Skyline will be bus-lagged.
Bus-lagged.
I don't know. You know, that's a real thing, I guess.
That's right. Well, congratulations.
Well, thank you. It was
Sounded
great.
like quite a tussle between you and Bothell.
It was. They were
Up
good.
14-0 in the first couple of minutes of the game, and I'm feeling good about your coaching and your ability to win this game, and then all of a sudden you hit me mid-movie with the tie to 21.
Yeah. We'd love to have turnovers and penalties, and we'd love to keep teams in it. We're very generous that way. We don't like to blow anyone out.
Anyone else see Twilight or just me? You saw it?
I did not see it.
Did not see
He's
it.
like, are you serious?
You almost sound like you're relieved that you didn't see
Yeah.
it. Very relieved that you didn't get dragged or
Looks like crap to me.
wind up in that theater. Looks like crap to you.
To me, I don't know.
Well, you'd be wrong.
I'm
You
sorry,
loved
probably.
it, right?
I didn't love it, but
all right.
I liked it a lot.
Good.
I definitely realized that it was way more of a romance love story than it was a vampire movie.
Definitely a girl.
It's
chick
definitely
flick?
a chick flick, but I can do the chick flick thing. It'd be totally perfectly cool.
So it was a good movie?
I'd say it was a good movie, yes.
right.
I'm not going to overemphasize the word good.
So should I?
When you're reading it to me
Solid.
saying it's a good movie, I'm not saying, oh, it's a good movie.
Do I got to get it
I'm
on
gonna say,
bootleg or not?
it's a good movie.
Do I got to get it on bootleg or not?
I say you take $10, you go to the theater, you enjoy the
Wow.
movie experience. I'll tell you right now, I was sitting in the same row with 14-year-old girls who made their own Twilight shirts.
No way.
Homemade.
Went to the Joanne Fabrics and got all kinds of good
swear
stuff.
to you, I swear, no lie. I pointed to Angela and I pointed to the girls and I said, Angela, look, check that out. Those are homemade. They made those themselves. This is the kind of fan frenzy that we are in the middle of right
It's
here.
ridiculous. That movie is just grab people by the neck.
But
Yep.
she feels the same way. She read the book. She read all 4 books.
Did you make her own t-shirt?
There are 4 installments. On the way out of the theater, she told me what's going to happen in the next movie.
Oh, jeez.
Dude's going to turn into a werewolf and blah, blah,
Oh,
blah.
jeez.
See, there are werewolves in part 2. And they go to Italy. They go to Venice.
And then they turn into mummies and then Frankensteins. And all of them.
Something for everybody, yes. I don't know if that's really how it goes from there.
Yeah.
But, yeah, dude turns into a
Werewolf.
yeah.
Pretty cool.
I don't want to spoil it for anyone.
Oh, you
We're-
just did.
We're months and months. They haven't even started the shooting of Part 2. They wanted to make sure Part 1 was a success. I'm sure they'll start this morning now
Right.
with the shooting since it made, what, 70-something million?
70.6.
70.6 million.
Yes.
It's not bad for a bunch of gothy teens.
Yeah.
Oh, nice work, kids.
Yeah, it was a madhouse at the theater in Bellevue. A lot of ices, a lot of popcorn, a lot of sold-out movie theaters between Quantum of Solace. How do you pronounce it?
Quantum of Solace.
Solace.
Yeah.
That was 27.5.
I want to see that. That's what I want to see.
Yeah.
But I don't get to choose.
Ever, really.
No, I did get to choose
Oh, the
last
Stifler
week,
one.
and I went to see Stifler, yeah. And anyway, that was sold out. You talk about a recession. Meanwhile, every theater at Lincoln Square was sold out.
Unbelievable. A lot of Escalades pulling up with little goth kids getting in them. Just drive, Mom.
So bad.
Drive fast. Get out of here.
There were so many 14-year-old girls at this movie with
yeah.
big, romantic, silly smiles on their face. Watching this movie, I'm just looking around to my fellow moviegoer, and I'm seeing girls like, hey! Like, so excited.
Really?
How was Angela's smile? Any good?
It was pretty
Close,
similar.
yeah.
Yeah,
Very
pretty similar.
So
Putting a 29-year-old girl's body about to be 30 in a couple weeks. What?
So does she like the main character?
She loves to hear that, though.
Yeah, actually, we both felt that we didn't know who he was before we walked in the
Right,
theater,
right.
but we felt he was a great choice on the way out of the theater. He's
Well, a Harry Potter alum, apparently,
well,
right?
he played in part 4, yeah. So I guess if you want to consider him an alum, he didn't play in the first 3. But
Right.
yeah, he was more or less an unknown, unless you're a Harry Potter freak. Then you may know who he is, but he does the American accent perfect, and he's very much the cold-eyed character, the like real dark kind of soul person that you're looking for, and in that part, and plays it well. That's my review on that,
Oh,
Terry.
well, thank you.
Yes, I'll give you my full Twilight review later in the show.
Oh, can't
We're
wait.
just getting started right now.
Right.
All right.
I got it.
I already hit you with the 14-year-old girls and the
Woo!
homemade shirts. I'm giving you too much already.
Man, those homemade shirts, I bet they were great.
Pretend like you haven't even heard anything yet.
All right, I will.
Show is barely underway yet.
How are you this morning?
I can't give you that information yet, Terry. Barely underway. Ear got drained.
Oh, yeah. How'd that go?
Did an MRI on my head, found nothing.
Ooh, empty. Great. Mm-hmm. All good
You
here.
shocked? They examined my head and found nothing.
So
Okay.
how'd they drain your ear? Like you thought?
Oh, it's painful. I
Was
don't know.
it?
I said, knock me out.
They put a hose in there and they siphon it. They just start. One guy starts sucking on the end of it.
Yes. And the other guy says, "Come on."
Oh, jeez. That kind of doctor, huh?
All right, we'll come back. We're getting started right after this. Those words. Yes.
TManShow.com.
It was the most excitement we've seen all year from the Huskies and Cougs, but one program has now hit an all-time low because
That
of it.
is
Allison Coleman,
telling you everything you need to know about the year right there.
Yeah, I know.
It was the most excitement we've ever seen from the Huskies and Cougs in a long time.
That's right.
Throw out the records, and they can't wait to throw them out.
I know.
Please, garbage right now.
Well, I don't want to get into this game too much right now.
It's a great game.
I don't know what I want to get into this early in the morning, but it's definitely too early to talk about that pathetic game. My gosh. Although I saw even on Facebook, I saw a lot of Wazoo fans that were really charged up about that win.
Of course.
Uh-huh.
Or both teams in the toilet, and someone's got to take a win.
Well,
We'll take whatever.
what do you do in the toilet? You take a what now, Terry?
Take a win, but we'll take it. It doesn't matter.
That's right. Now it's we again.
Oh, that's right.
We'll take it. I forget. Terry's a coach.
Yeah, you don't
Yeah.
ever hear about it when they suck until they win, and then you hear
Right.
about
We'll
it.
take it. You know, we're not really oversatisfied with our season, but we'll take it. You never referred to Wazoo once as we this whole season. Now it's we'll take it.
Like the Dogs wouldn't be so happy to take any kind of win.
Wasn't the most impressive win of our school's history, but we'll take it.
We're used to being losers.
We, as the alum of Wazoo, will take it.
Right.
Did you watch it? Was it pretty exciting for you?
It
Were
was,
you
actually. Was it-
actually yelling and jumping and clapping, or were you just sitting?
Of course, I scream
Really?
every now and again.
Wow.
Frustrated.
Well, I had a friend.
moments.
I had a friend. The reason I was watching it is I had a friend who had a big bet. I mean, a big bet. On the University of Washington to cover the 7.5 points. I was talking to him about it with him beforehand. I'm like, well, why do you want to bet on a game with two such lousy teams? He's like, well, I mean, Wazoo's way more lousy than UW. They're just much more physical, and Wazoo's like a flag football team. And I'm like, yeah, but UW hasn't won yet, so you really can't say that they're really that good.
Much less that good to win by over a touchdown. That's insane.
I'm like, so you got 7.5, you got to lay 7.5. You comfortable with that? A team that's never won? He's like, oh, it's going to be easy. And I'm like, you didn't want to try to buy a hook? Because you buy a hook, you can get it down to 7. Then at least if they win by a touchdown, it's a push. He's like, I'm not going to need the half a point. Not going to need it.
Not gonna need it.
My God.
And I love this guy. Nicest guy in the world, Terry.
Right.
And I watched that game, and I didn't know if I should call and try to cheer him up, because that never works.
I would say
someone calls to try to cheer me up after a gambling loss, and I don't want to hear from him.
It's just best to leave him alone.
You're right. Leave him
Let
alone.
him
He'll be fine.
Get over it.
He's a smart guy. Everything will be wonderful. Just made a bad pick. And I kind of deep inside want to say I told him so. But that's all right. It was too late. He told me after the fact. It wasn't like he came to me with advice, should I bet this game? He had a strong feeling. We've all been there where we've had a strong feeling about a game that made us feel like idiots.
Yep.
But they were winning. UW was winning like, what, 10-0 at the half?
10-7, I think,
Yeah.
maybe. I don't know. I didn't really watch much of it. I think it was 10-7 for a lot of it. I don't think they were ever covering.
Well, and yeah, and they had to play catch up. Wazoo did so.
What was the halftime score, Pasty? I think it might have been 10-0, or at least 7-0. But check it out for me. But we're not talking about it yet.
Right.
Wow.
Why was he so sure they were going to cover? I don't understand that bet.
He just felt
Ridiculous.
that, as I said, he compared Wazoo to a flag football
Right.
team.
Okay.
And he felt University of Washington was a more beastly, more physical team. But once the game started, you realized that just wasn't the case. His theory was not right.
Right. They're both flag football teams. He was half right.
And the best flag football team did win.
Yeah, they yanked the flags
Because
off
there's
the
no
end.
reason that UW safety should have let a dude get behind him when they're up by 3.
So poorly coached. It's tough to watch.
They're up by 3 with 20 seconds to go, and the safety lets the receiver get behind them.
There you go.
And it was a hell of a throw. It's like a laser. I don't know where this quarterback all of a sudden got this throw from.
Lapino.
Lapena, I don't know. He looked like, if you just watched that one throw, you'd think he was an NFL
Yeah,
prospect.
it's a good throw.
That was a freaking laser he threw, but still no excuse for the safety when they're basically just keeping him from getting long plays, and he's letting the receiver get behind him. Come on,
All year.
football 101. What was the halftime score, Pastela? 10-0. 10-0. That's what I thought. It was 10-0. They were covering at the half.
It was 10-0?
Yes.
Wow.
UW was winning 10-0 at the half.
He thought he had it in the bag.
Wazoo scored. Why are you laughing at my friend? You don't even know.
That's great. 'Cause it's the dumbest bet ever. He deserves to be laughed at. You don't bet on a team that's 0-11 to cover over a touchdown. It's on the road, by the way.
Well, let me just say this.
Oh, my God.
It opened at like 7.5, and the line never moved, which means a lot of people did bet UW to cover.
Or nobody bet on the game at all.
Could be that.
Yeah, it's probably that.
With
Nobody
not
cared.
one bet on the Apple Cup.
Nah. Gonna pass. They both suck.
There was an equal amount of betting on both sides. So a lot of people felt that, if anything, he felt that UW would win the game by 20 or more.
Really?
Wow.
I don't think they've scored 20 or more this year. But just beat someone by 20 or more. Honestly, I don't know if they've scored 20 points this
He
year.
felt they hadn't played competition as bad as Wazoo all year. They were going to finally come out and bust ass.
All right.
And they were up 10-0 at the half. He was there.
Far from busting ass, but okay. 10-0. We'll take it.
Yeah, but usually if you are laying points and you got it covered at the half,
Yeah.
I'd say 8 out of 10 times you win that game.
Really?
Yeah, for a team when you're laying like a touchdown or more,
Right.
especially, and your team that you're betting on has it covered at the half, 8 out of 10 times. I don't have the statistics in front of me. This is just a shot in the dark, and I feel like this is pretty accurate.
Right.
'Cause my shots in the dark always are. Terry, don't know next
I got it.
8 out of 10 times you're going to win that bet.
Vinny's looking at you like you're speaking Swahili.
Yeah, you're definitely speaking Spanish right now.
You don't even know gambling talk?
No, he doesn't know. It's so
Nah,
sad.
I'm booking a trip to Vegas.
You are?
Wow.
I was thinking about it.
You need to get away?
Yeah.
All
All
right.
this gambling talk, you know. If I can't really follow with you, I can at least.
But you certainly know how to play a hand of blackjack.
That's right.
All right. So, when are you planning on going to Vegas? You taking anyone with you? You just doing this by yourself? A little soul searching, gambling your ass away vacation, or what?
I might have a bachelor party I have to plan here pretty soon, so.
One of your friends going down.
Yeah,
One of your
unfortunately.
friends going down with a thud, or what?
Super. You have no idea.
Super big.
And they're looking at you to be the planner?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's bad.
Wow.
I don't
Wow.
know.
So this is around the time in your life when it all begins.
Unfortunately.
You have a group of friends, I'm sure, that goes pretty deep, and the first begin falling in your early to mid-20s.
That's bad.
They didn't get the memo that you don't do that in 2008. You don't get married before age 30, really.
we've
And he's
had-
getting married at what? How old is this dude?
He's gonna be 25.
Oh, what a
Oh,
nightmare.
wow.
Man.
But I love her. She's the best thing that's ever
you
happened
don't
to
think
me.
we've had this talk?
When you get him in
What are you
Vegas, get him
doing?
good and drunk, pin him down, start punching him in the face.
You got it.
Wow.
Kidding
Until
me?
he promises. Until at least one or two things will happen. Either you'll punch him in the face enough times that he'll promise not to get married, or you'll make him so ugly that she won't want to
That she
marry
don't
him.
want nothing with
That's
him.
right.
Hey,
Either way, he's good.
I'm with it.
Either way, he's got to thank you. Not that we're down the institution of marriage at the right time, Terry.
Right.
But if the institution of marriage comes along at the wrong time, it's like, why even have a pass to this little fantasy park called life?
Fantasy.
It can be, Terry, just that. It can be a fantasy park if you live life right.
No,
but if you live it wrong,
This park is awesome.
it can be your worst freaking nightmare.
They sell churros here.
Elephant ears, churros.
Good.
Yes. Get a nice scone for you.
All right. But they ain't waiting in line 2 years like at the fair.
Dude getting married at 24.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right. Well, you start planning there.
Yeah, have
If you
a
need any
good
help
time.
from me, let me know.
No, I will.
Some quick stories early in the morning that's going on a
Sure.
Monday, Terry. A little shortened week.
Yeah.
Gotta like a nice 3-day week for the world, for the country. The country could certainly use a 4-day weekend, don't you think?
I do.
Our great hope, the man who can't get to office fast enough, for the AWOL president that is still finishing out his term, Barack Obama, makes a big speech this morning at 9 a.m. You're going to be on top of that, Vinnie, Pooh. You didn't even know?
I didn't even know.
You're starting to lose sight of your guy?
No, I check every day to see if he's
No, I'm not
said
so
something.
sure. Right around the election, and for a few days, maybe a week after the election, you were so Obama'd. It was ridiculous.
My man dropped off the map for like 3 weeks. I can't find nothing on him until after the fact.
After the whole campaign, he deserves a week or two off, all
Nope,
right?
I want speeches. I
Now
want
he's getting
everything.
back in full swing. Well, he's making a speech this morning, and you jumped off his bandwagon so quick you didn't even know he was...
I don't know about jumped off this band. I just didn't know that
Well,
we
you
were
should've
making
known.
a pit stop.
It's a
real
big
quick.
speech this morning to try to, settle down all the chaos in the financial world. He's going to announce a stimulus plan that's going to make G-dubs look like it was
Come on, man.
like a 8-year-old's allowance that you were given.
You know that's a sensitive subject with me.
What? What is?
He still hasn't
your
gotten his
stimulus, that's
first
right.
one.
Well, G-dub screwed you over.
Yeah, he did.
It's what's really weird to me is that you got a letter from the government saying it was coming,
They teased me.
and then you still claim you never got your stimulus check.
Never.
You still, to this day, have not gotten your first stimulus check.
I have not gotten my
And you
first
don't
stimulus check.
have a legitimate reason as to what is going on here.
Yes.
You have no idea why.
No clue, actually. I mean, I'm sorry.
And you've taken some time to look into it or no?
I have, yeah.
And what have you found out?
Well, they're trying to say that, they had the wrong address or whatever, but I got the letter. So you guys have my right address.
And their answer to that was, oh, yeah, I guess that one ain't going to fly.
I can't get
We
it.
spelled your name wrong.
I can't get anybody on the phone or nothing. It's crap.
And I just saw something big in the newspaper like last week about the government holding on to stimulus checks because of addresses and
Yeah.
stuff. And you can't get a hold of anybody.
But his point is obviously a good one. If they got the letter saying that the
Yeah.
stimulus check was on his way to his home, why would they have any trouble with his address? Have you moved since then?
Nope.
No.
Damn them.
And you saw something about them holding on to some checks that they
Yeah,
can't
they said-
find the residents of the
Right,
people that they
right.
belong to?
Right. It was
All
a
right.
huge article about that. And
what'd they
one of
say
the
to-
guys was
what'd they
saying,
say to do in that article?
to get in contact with the IRS
Many
people.
of
and-
hours have been lost, literally sitting on hold with the IRS.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
sat there for hours.
All right, we got to get speakerphone and just video game
Yeah,
it until
no,
they pick
like
up.
an hour and a half, literally, just with it on my chest, just watching TV. Just
Oh, yeah.
I don't leave it on my chest that long. I
No
gotta clean it
way.
up before the wife gets
I
home.
want my shirt to stick to myself.
you know what I'm talking
All
about.
right, we'll get back to this. It's too early for this. We'll get back to this in a couple of seconds. John, you're on the air.
I have a
Hello.
lot to get back to.
Couple of early morning Monday callers. Yes, John. Or is it
hello.
Wednesday? I mean, it's Wednesday
Yeah,
for
it's
all intents
Wednesday.
and purposes.
Yeah. I tell those Wednesdays.
So by the,
Which goes to the
by the end of the show, you're going to have to hit us with that for a
Yeah.
only time we could probably ever do it on a Monday. Yes, John.
Yes.
What can we do for you, John?
I was calling about the Twilight show.
The Twilight Show?
Yeah.
All right, you mean the movie Twilight?
Yeah.
Just sounds weird, the Twilight Show.
We bought 15 prepaid tickets for my 14-year-old daughter.
Yeah, that was the thing.
15 prepaid.
Hotshot reminded me, like, on Thursday or Friday that his game was on Saturday night. I was thinking, yeah, I'll go out to the quad, I'll be on the sidelines, drawing up some plays for the boys. And I pictured myself, getting in the huddle and, and leading some cheers and stuff like that. And then my wife hits me Friday afternoon with, I pre-bought tickets to go see Twilight for Saturday night. So I hit Hotshot with the, oh, man, she's so geeked up. I gotta be a relatively good guy
I understand.
husband. I can't go to the game. I am the president of the Pussification of Men. She had this look. She bought tickets in advance on Wednesday.
Right.
And I guess she had mentioned it to me, and I was like, yeah, sure, go buy the tickets, have fun, knock your socks off. Ooh, she's leaving the house with Max Bohr. And
Yeah, you and your friend are going to love the movie, honey. Enjoy
I never put it together until she hit me with it on Friday that she had bought those tickets, and then I couldn't go to Hot Shots game on Friday night, Bothell against Issaquah, in what turned out to be an outright barn burner.
It was a burner. Oh, the barn.
And I'm getting texts like all through the movie updates, and I'm going nuts just reading the text. I feel like that was exciting enough for me. I can only imagine what it was like to be there.
I really paint a picture on text.
Was the crowd?
he does.
Was the crowd going nuts or
Yeah,
what?
it was packed. They brought in extra bleachers.
I
and
love
stuff,
it when they bring in extra bleachers.
And all I could do, because I'm trying to like see the text because I have to see what the score updates are.
Sure.
But I'm trying not to disturb all the excited people at the movie Twilight because
Little
everyone was
14-year-old girls?
yeah, they were all excited like.
I
I mean, the reflection of his texts are shining off their braces, Terry. And all I could write back is things like, you must have thought my responses to you were weird. It was like, wow.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I didn't think it was that weird. I mean, you're not one to write a ton of stuff, you know.
Well, I was writing one-word little responses because the movie was in mid-swing while you were hitting me with
pretty ballsy.
28.
Swing.
So, all right. Yeah, it's not the Twilight show. It's the movie Twilight, and I liked it. I definitely liked it. I thought it went really fast.
For someone who didn't read the book,
Right.
it was cool for you. I mean, because, a lot of those, like your wife, they all read the entire series.
She
so
read all 4 books.
Yeah, so for some people who may not have read the book, it may be
Right.
a different experience.
Yes. It was still good for me, even though I didn't read the book. But maybe my wife was so geeked up that it kind of just rubbed off on me, and I was liking it more than I should have. I don't know. But all I know is one of the keys, as far as my movie experience is concerned, is does the movie drag? Do I feel like I'm dying to get out of there, or does
Right.
it go fast? This movie went really fast for
Oh,
me
good.
because I was into it.
Yes.
And but I, as I said, realized quickly that this is not necessarily your hardcore vampire horror movie by any means. This is
Right.
a love romance story.
Right.
And I still was very gripped. What do you want to say about it, John?
Oh, it was sold out.
Yeah, it was
And I
sold
didn't
out.
get to watch it. He just dropped the daughters off.
So you got to use the excuse of, oh, it's sold out.
Can't go.
You got your tickets in advance, but there's none for me, so I'll just go hit the bar here and wait for you guys to
Sounds good.
find me later tomorrow morning.
But he bought 15 tickets. It's a lot of money to not see a movie.
Tickets.
Wait, what happened now?
He
He
bought
said he
15
prepaid
prepaid.
for 15 tickets for his daughter and her friends,
And
and he didn't go.
he didn't go. Well, you wanted to go with your daughter and her friends?
I'm just saying, he spent
Nope.
150
Wanted to
bucks.
drop 'em off.
It's a lot of money to not see a movie.
You just wanted to drop them off. You didn't feel like you were missing out on anything.
No, my wife and all the kids read the books, and I said the hell with it.
Yeah, I'm not reading a book. I mean, I'll read a book here and there, but I ain't
Right.
reading this book.
Gotcha.
I saw enough in the movie that the book is big too. It's not like some
Yeah, they're not little.
yeah, they're
It's
not.
like-
They're thick.
Thick. All of them are.
Hey, man,
Terry
I wanted
can
to say
appreciate
thanks for putting
I
me on
like
the air.
thick.
Yeah, it meant a lot to us too, there, John.
I gotta go back. I gotta go to work. I gotta catch the bus.
Yeah, same with us. All right,
Have a good day.
thanks a lot, sir. Take care.
Yeah, that's the best part about the movie. There's no reading. Mm-hmm. Why would you go read the book now?
I saw a girl reading the book
Oh,
before the movie
God.
started in the theater.
Just to
I'm like-
double check
I'm
she's-
like, I don't think you're gonna finish by the time the movie starts. She's like halfway through.
Dorks.
Maybe she was just refreshing her memory a little bit.
Is that what it was? You
Yeah,
think? She was
kind of just getting it down. Because it's a lot of
like,
information.
here's something for you to get down. Huh?
Whoa, no.
Did they
You're
set up?
kind of hot.
Did they set up the sequel at the end of it or no?
They left it wide open for a sequel. Absolutely made it clear that a sequel was on its way.
It's been green lighted this morning.
Yes, it has.
This morning, yes. So that's all I needed to see was 70. The first number was a 7 as far as the grossing dollars that this movie made. And they're like, sequel, absolutely. We're taking everyone to Italy. Because I told you, they were worried about the sequel because the second book, a lot of it takes place in Venice. I got this all from my wife, believe me. So I can read the second book before the
kind of
first.
sat there and listened to all of it.
Well, on the way out, I was
okay.
into the movie enough that I wanted to hear what happens with certain characters.
Oh, okay,
And she
cool.
was telling me, so and so turns into a werewolf, blah blah blah, and it takes place in Venice. And then I was hearing over the weekend a story about the movie, and they didn't want to commit to the second movie until they were sure the first movie would do real well. But it exceeded all expectations, obviously. And the major movie studios are really kicking themselves that they didn't get on board with Twilight. Not that it was like a low-budget production company that did this movie, but not a major production movie company was on board with this movie. It was like a middle-of-the-road kind of movie-making studio.
The new one's called New Moon. Guess that makes sense now if there's werewolves in it.
Mm-hmm.
Twilight, New Moon.
And I don't want to tell you who turns into a werewolf.
Oh,
but I know, because I got the inside scoop.
All right.
Because my wife read all 4 books, Terry.
Oh, finally your marriage paying off.
She needs to do something when I'm on YouPorn and
Right.
Boys Food. Boys Food now has the ability that you put the
Whoa.
mouse over the
It shows
picture,
you the
and it
clips.
now
Let me take a look.
Beautiful.
Did you guys
all
get all
these months of us requesting that they do that.
Beautiful. They're so far behind. Everyone else does that.
Yeah, I don't know why it took them so long. They finally got it down.
YouPorn, TubeBait, they all do it. Yeah, that is a great feature.
Let's take a look.
Yes, that saves you a lot of.
She looks cute from behind, but I need to see her in boobs.
Yeah, I need to see.
her face. You know?
I need to see her skills in fast motion here for a second.
Look at Vinnie, loves it.
I'm trying to.
Are you seeing it?
Yeah, it's not really doing it, but
Not working it for you?
No, I ain't doing it.
It was doing it for me last night.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Wow.
You got your mouse on it?
Oh, yeah. Put it on there a little longer.
You know anyone that saw Twilight besides me? Or what?
No.
No.
You don't know anyone that saw Twilight. It was
I don't know
70
one
million
person.
people, $70 million were spent on
No.
Twilight. You don't know anybody. I don't know one. None of
No.
your daughters aren't into it?
No, they didn't read the book. They want to go to the movie, but they didn't read the book, which surprised me because my oldest was totally into Harry Potter, so I thought this kind of would graduate into Twilight.
This is kind of
a little
more
bit.
of a 13-year-old to
Right.
26-year-old
And
thing.
she's-
My wife's 29, but she's, immature like me. And
No, but I thought this is like totally up her alley, and she had no interest in the book, but she's interested in the movie. But she didn't gosh, we gotta go.
she didn't have to run out the first day.
Nah, she's cool.
Right. Because it's been a long time
Right.
since I was willing, and I wasn't really willing, but I had no choice, I guess, to stand on line outside the theater
Wow,
before
yeah.
they let you in. You know, one of those deals?
Right.
Wow.
Right. No,
And then they finally open the velvet rope and people go dodging for a seat.
Right.
Oh, this one's perfect!
right. They want to
He's
right
mine!
the right.
I got him secured, don't even think about
They
it!
lay out their purses
I
and coats
hate
and everything
that.
all the way along
Just
the
a
way.
nightmare.
Yeah,
How many
I
seats
know.
are you going to hold there, fatty?
Running like cattle and weighing like them.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah.
It's working for me.
Okay, I'll sit here.
It is
You guys
working
go
for you
get.
now?
Yeah.
You thought I was a liar for a second there?
No, I just wanted to make sure that. But it looks
It's a beautiful thing, though, isn't it?
Oh,
Yes.
I love that. So brilliant. You have to have that, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a must. I don't know how I was willing to put up with Boys Food for so long without that because they just have more clips than anyone else, but they're starting to repeat them too much. Anyway.
Oh, they repeat. Oh, that's no good.
Uh-oh.
You're
Can't
starting
find
to see
any
the
new material.
Same ones recycled in from 3 months ago and everything.
Hey, I remember that.
You don't know anyone that saw the movie? You?
No.
Because you're at the top of the range.
No.
25-year-old.
No idea. Nobody.
Nobody into it.
I don't know anyone.
No one feeling it.
Not that I know.
Not that I know.
No.
All right.
And even for my sister and her 2 daughters, they read the books and they didn't even go see the movie.
All right,
and
well,
they were totally into it.
It's not like you can look at me, though, and say, no, you're overboard on how big a thing this is. It made 70-something million in the first
did.
weekend. So that's undeniable, right?
It's on track to be the highest grossing movie by a female director. How about that?
Mm-hmm.
Ever.
Wow.
There it is.
That says something about the lack of female directors.
I know. I was
abilities
thinking
out
the
there.
same thing. This is it. Well, it's on track, so it'll. Not yet, but it will be.
You don't hear about many female directors in the movie industry. What's the problem? They just get too emotional or what?
Oh, jeez.
Well, then why? What's going
I
on?
don't know. Interesting.
I'm going to have to take the next 5 days off.
I can't think of any.
Everyone go home.
Penny Marshall? Is that
Don't
the-
look at me. Penny
She's
Marshall?
like the only one I can think of.
She's a good one.
She's probably holds the number one.
League of Their Own?
Was that her?
Oh, yeah.
Well, then she probably holds it.
Mm-hmm.
I can't think of anyone else.
I can't think of anything else. She made Big. I know that. Penny Marshall, right?
Yeah, you're right.
Uh-huh. So, I don't know. Anyway, I saw it. I liked it.
God,
I wasn't as geeked up as some of the girls in my row.
that's great. I just want. What'd the shirt say? I'm just kind of interested to
Just said,
see.
they made like homemade shirts.
Right. I think that's actually kind of cute.
I was afraid if I read their shirts too much, I might get like
They might call somebody.
their dads might blindside me. But homemade shirts with hearts on them.
Oh, wow.
Staring at my boob.
And it had like sparkly writing that said Twilight. It was nothing spectacular, but it was just an effort that they made
Right.
to make homemade Twilight shirts, showing the world that they were pretty big fans. I mean, you make your personalized Twilight shirt and go to the theater with it on, it obviously indicates you're into the whole movie thing.
Absolutely.
You're into the whole book. You're into the whole Twilight concept.
Right.
That's all I was
Pretty big-
trying to let you know.
Big
is that
effort there,
Big
though.
commitment.
Yeah, it is.
Or you can go to Hot Topic and spend $12.
I have never made a shirt in my life. All right?
Right.
I've never been into anything enough in my life where I've made anything for it.
Especially like a handmade shirt. Like I've made shirts for like bachelor parties and stuff, but they were done professionally. But not to write on your shirt with
Yeah,
glitter
where you
and
go
stuff.
and
That's
get the
pretty
little
cool.
write-on stuff. That's why I'm saying, wow, that's great.
Yeah, the girls were pretty
That's
geeked up, and the look at their faces, Terry. Not that I was staring at girls.
Doesn't sound like it at all. No.
I'm glad it does it. But I like to see some audience reaction from time to time.
And they were just
And
had this.
they're just so into the love story aspect of
right.
it that you feel like they're involved themselves.
Like
They're
it is-
longing after the man. Oh, he's so
He's
handsome.
a cute dude, Terry.
Cute.
He's a handsome guy.
Yes.
He's got like these perfectly stenciled eyebrows and man, my personality, if I looked like that, I'd been unstoppable my whole life. Whole life. Unstoppable. Any girl I wanted, bam, done.
T-Man the Unstoppable.
But I had to work harder at it. Face to make a train to go do it. Anyway, you should see the movie at some point. I'm not saying you should rush out and see it.
Right.
But you might want to wait and see it on your big screen like
Yeah,
you did Iron Man.
I'll probably see it. At some point.
You like vampire movies.
I
It
like
has a
Lost
tinge-
Boys.
Yeah, it's like Lost Boys 20 years later.
Okay, good. I like it then.
Yeah. Anyway, meets Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Anyhow,
Oh, right. See who the hell's Ron Johnson?
we'll come back. They'll let you know. And get things... Oh, we already came back and got things started.
Yes,
where
we
are
did.
We here? Oh, yeah. Team-Man pays your bills?
No, we're
Oh,
done with
we're
that.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
We're done?
Done.
What about the music? I want to hear the music.
Oh, jeez.
That ain't right. Give me one more bill.
All
right,
I got a bill here
here,
for my
yeah.
weed
They dumped-
dealer.
I got
My
one.
weed dealer.
I got one on deck.
They dumped the hopper?
They did.
Where? In the sewer?
And now we're all about the baby battle.
Oh, that's right. How's
That's
that
what
going?
we're doing.
You're giving out money too, starting pretty soon.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you are.
All right, get me a memo.
It's a boy for Ashley and Pete, and you won't be disappointed by the latest unique celebrity name. The proud new parents welcomed Bronx Mowgli Wentz to the world yesterday afternoon.
Bronx Mowgli, Terry.
Yes, I know.
It's a Mowgli Bogli.
It is Mowgli.
Uh-huh. I don't know many people that name their new baby after a borough in New York, but that's all right. Bronx. Something tells me the kid may have the name Bronx, but isn't as tough as a kid from the Bronx would be. But that's what Ashley Simpson decides to name her child, Bronx.
Sounds like it.
Uh-huh.
Bronx Mowgli.
Bronx Mowgli Bogli.
We're running out of names, man.
Going with some of the ones that have been used before is never a bad idea. You don't have to come up with something that's never been used before.
You should.
It always sounds a little weird. You should come up with something that's never been used before.
Okay, well then,
I like the good old-fashioned...
Baby Edith, if that's what you
You
want.
don't have to go Edith.
Okay, well,
You can go Lauren or, was it a boy Bronx or is it a girl Bronx?
I don't know. It's a good question. I think it's a boy. I hope.
No, Ashley should probably name a girl Bronx.
Yeah, that's true.
Did they say what it was?
I thought it said.
It's a boy for
Oh,
Ashley
I
and
guess they
Pete.
pretty much did. So.
All four of us not listening. Really? Jesus Christ, guys.
We should listen to the program a little bit.
Maybe
what are we
so.
doing?
Well,
Catching on.
God.
Name a boy Bronx.
It's a boy
I
for
actually thought it would have been cooler if they named a girl Bronx.
Yeah.
Get her some spike bracelets right out of the gate.
It's a boy for Ashley and Pete, and you won't be disappointed by the latest unique celebrity
What's with
name.
the audio? You won't be...
I will not be that.
Was that the word disappointed in a little hiccup of audio there, Pasty? Oh, he's on the phone. He's not even listening to me.
Oh, boy.
He never listens to me. Who does,
For
Terry?
Ashley and Pete, and you won't be disappointed by the latest unique celebrity name. The proud new parents welcomed Bronx Mowgli Wentz to the world yesterday afternoon.
Bronx Wench.
Bronx
I know a
Wench.
couple of Bronx Wenches, Terry.
Oh, dude. They get down.
They probably do get down, yeah. They're wenches.
Wins to the world yesterday afternoon. The bundle of joy weighed in at 7 pounds, 11 ounces, and 20 and a half inches long.
Oh, 20 and a half incher came out of Ashley's bunt, huh?
Wow.
All right.
4.5 went in, 20 and a half came out.
I forgot she was pregnant. We haven't seen any pictures, have we?
Of Ashley Simpson?
Not while
she's
she was
just
pregnant.
been
No,
laying low?
She did.
I haven't
She
seen
did
one
lay
picture
low.
of her.
She laid low more than you might have imagined she would, but
Right.
I've seen a picture or two of her
Really?
in an impregnated state, yes.
I feel like Alba I saw tons of, or just
Yeah.
Brittany
Right.
you always see.
Yeah, she wasn't out and
I didn't-
about
I
in public
totally forgot
and
she was pregnant.
throwing it out there.
Yeah,
But
that's
Ashley kind of burned out,
Yeah.
overall. I don't think she's got much of a future except being the mom of Bronx Wench. It's Bronx Wench, Terry.
Yeah.
But I'm going to say Bronx Wench. I think it sounds funnier.
And about Mowgli, that's the kid's name from the Jungle Book. Reps from the new parents tell us, quote, Ashley, Pete, and baby Bronx are all healthy and happy, and thank everyone for their well wishes.
Oh,
Congrats
yes,
to the
I didn't
brand
wish
new
you
mom
well.
and
So,
dad.
they
Mowgli
thank me anyway.
wins if they went with the middle name instead.
Mm-hmm.
That poor kid.
The kid is already out of the gate with a little bit of trouble, is what you're saying? That poor kid? Bronx
Yeah.
Mowgli Wentz?
Yeah.
Bronx Wentz Mobley? Mowgli? Mobley.
You name it after the pizza crust, Bobley. Now that would make sense.
So good.
Mowgli.
Mowgli, yeah.
Okay.
Jungle Book child.
Very nice.
Oh.
Text messages rolling all morning long. I didn't give the text message out. That's why I'm assuming. Let's see. I have just a handful of text messages so far. Not very flattering. T-Man, you're a fag. Grow some balls. Did you cheer really loudly when did you scream and cheer really loudly like the little girls when Edward came on the screen for the first time?
Did ya? ...
Lame. All right, so
Get all
because
giddy?
All right, here we go.
because I'm talking about what?
My man just cracked a beer.
Because make room for me. Because I'm talking about how I saw Twilight on Saturday night and had to pass up on Hot Shots football game. All right, I'm lame. I'm all the above.
So did
No.
you scream like when he came out on the screen?
Of course I did. Ripped my shirt off, twisted my nipples like you're supposed to do when Edward first hits the screen.
Edward, you know his name.
Of course. Well, the texter reminded me. Anyway, is that what it comes down to? Because I was not the only guy there, by the way.
Well, no one said you were the only guy there.
Okay, well, he's saying, this guy's saying I need to grow some balls.
I mean, the only husband maybe, but the rest were all
He's accusing you
14-year-old
of being
boys trying to
ballless.
get in with the 14-year-old girls.
There were some 14-year-old boys that made me realize, man, I got to pull you aside, give you some advice from the things I didn't know that you need to know, that I never got done, that you need to get done.
Them going was a good move on their part.
Oh, absolutely.
They probably didn't really want to see the movie, but you know how many 14-year-old girls were there?
Yeah.
Brilliant.
I do know, as a matter of fact.
You do,
was
yes.
there.
Yeah.
You don't know, but
don't
I
know.
do.
I can imagine.
I was there, and you weren't, and I'm being called out as some kind of wuss for being at this movie, and that's fine. I'm open to criticism. I dish it out enough. I should be able to take it, but keep in mind that I've been married now. How long, Terry? When was the last time?
It'll be 6 years coming
Is
up.
that right?
Yes, it
Holy
will
crap.
be 6
to grow
full
some
years.
balls.
Yeah, no kidding.
You're getting
Is that,
more and more.
Wait, come on.
February, yes.
In February, it'll be 6 years?
It shall.
Oh, that's too long.
Well,
Really?
I need a break.
that 7-year itch is coming up, man.
yeah, it is.
And I'm ready to scratch.
Oh, yeah, I'm in
So
flames,
somebody
baby.
in Terry Cam Land wants to know.
Keep the flea powder away from me. What's that now?
Somebody in Terry Cam Land
Yeah, what do you want
wants
to
to
know?
know if did the other guys wear pastel colors? Kind of implying that possibly you were wearing pastel as you went.
Pastel?
Pastel.
Pastel?
Pastel, light.
Yeah, I've heard the term. I don't know what I was wearing.
No.
All right. I was too busy looking to see if I was growing some balls.
Okay.
All
The
right.
answer was no, right?
Listen, not only did I tell you that it was my wife who pre-bought these tickets, who was very excited. I'm just being a supportive husband who's kept a marriage going for
6 years.
5.5 years now, or almost 6 years, yes.
Just a few months away from that.
I enjoyed the movie on top of that. So there, which makes me that much more of a puss, I'm sure. And
You like the movie.
I got the Edward foam finger on the way out of the
Did
theater.
you?
I was so excited about part 2, Terry, that when the second installment of Twilight comes around, oh, you better tune in that week before the big release of the movie because I will be bullhorning it at every major theater around the area.
Can't
New
wait.
moon.
Just to spite you. I'll show you a new moon. I'll show you what the new moon's all about.
Oh, yeah.
Just because of this text. You jealous that you weren't there? You couldn't afford it?
Wow. Now we're throwing out money.
Well, I'm just trying to think of any insult I can come up with to make me feel better, Terry. You don't got $10 to scratch together, so you're taking it out on me? Plus, I got the Bunch of Crunch and the medium popcorn and the blue icy, Terry.
Oh, the blue icy. Seal the deal.
These are the kind of things that make the movie experience that much better. That takes a mediocre movie and makes it real good. All right, you get the blue icy. You get the Bunch of Crunch. You dump it in the medium popcorn.
No, I got that one down. I've tried that before per your request.
It's a snack sensation, Terry,
It
and I
is.
take full credit, of course.
And I give it to you because it is pretty awesome.
You've done it at a movie-going little venture of yours?
Yes, I have.
Now, you really, if you get a medium popcorn like I did, which is pretty big,
Right.
you should get 2 boxes for equal distribution of Bunch of Crunch and popcorn.
Right, absolutely.
Hold on,
I
tell me
agree
what's
with you
up.
on that.
I'm thinking about checking out a movie this week. So,
Yes.
so what's the combination?
No, it
again?
is
Combination
really good.
that can't be beat.
It is so good.
If you get a small popcorn, 1 box of Bunch of Crunch, medium 2 boxes,
Bunch of Crunch.
large. You got to dump it. You got to dump it in your popcorn.
What is this bunch of crunch you speak of?
You don't
don't
know what Bunch of Crunch is?
I'm not.
You go to movies?
I'm not hip. I'm a popcorn.
You know what?
Reese's Pieces
Look
kind of
in,
dude.
Look in the jewelry case of candy.
Got it.
Jewelry.
Well,
you know what?
Have them pull out a box of Bunch of Crunch so you can have it up there on the velvet display and you can look at each crunch individually and say 3-carat crunch here. Look at that.
Got it.
And then buy yourself a box of Bunch of Crunch. Here, I'll tell you what. Do it on me.
You have never heard
Okay.
of like a Nestle Crunch bar by
Do it
chance?
here. Do it on me. I want to make sure you have no
Wow,
excuses.
you're giving him cash.
I only have 20s and hundreds.
That's plenty.
What a
Keep
shame.
the change.
All right.
Somebody said
Okay.
VTP
I'm giving
always
him enough.
behind.
No, yeah, it's
you
cool.
want this? If you want,
No, it's okay.
What are you going to see this week?
I don't know. It's probably that role model movie or.
Oh, yeah, you got to see that.
Yeah, is it funny?
Yeah, it's funny.
Okay, I'm with that.
Yeah.
No, I appreciate it though. So,
No.
it's the crunch bars, but just smaller.
Yeah,
smaller.
yeah, it's all like
Okay,
it's
so
all
I didn't-
Make it like you understand it now.
Well, I didn't know. I thought a
But they
bunch of
call
crunch was like some kind of a fiddle faddle. I thought it was a fiddle faddle type of.
Fiddle faddle?
What
See,
the
you don't
hell
know.
does
You don't know.
fiddle
I
faddle
know
have to do
fiddle
with
faddle.
faddle?
It's not even in the same family as fiddle faddle.
I didn't know.
No
Now I
one-
know.
He's lost.
Terry loves the way Vinny doesn't know something.
Oh, really?
The faddle of which you speak takes a back seat to my crunch every day of the week.
So you go chocolate and popcorn?
You'd be surprised what a great combination it makes.
All right.
All right? I'm just saying, drop a box or two, a bunch of crunch, depending on how big a popcorn you get, and you get the equal distribution in your mouth of the popcorn. If it's the right movie-going popcorn, it's got to be the real oily kind,
yeah, for
without
sure.
too much butter, though. And
I like a little.
No, do you salt?
Terry's like, I like a lot of butter. You know, we
get it.
okay, Terry.
If you're gonna go
You don't
all
do-
out, you might as
You
well.
don't have to
go all
apologize to
out.
me. No, it's so unhealthy.
Do you salt your bunch of crunch popcorn mix?
I don't salt and I don't over butter. The Bunch of Crunch takes care of a lot of that for me.
See, I'm like a huge butter, huge
All
salt
right.
guy.
Well, then you do what you got to do. But
I'm on it.
I would advise you to butter and salt before you drop the Bunch of Crunch
Okay,
in,
cool,
all right?
okay,
'Cause I
cool.
don't think you need like golden topping like all over your Bunch of Crunch.
Okay.
So golden.
That's a good idea. That's
Yeah,
smart.
butter first, then salt because it helps the salt stick to each individual popcorn.
Okay.
And then drop the Bunch of Crunch in.
And then, okay, do you
All
do
right.
like a nice light shaking or?
A light shaking, but not so much that it all goes to the bottom. Because
Okay.
if you shake too much, all the Bunch of Crunch will go to the bottom.
Okay, cool. I'm on
All
it.
right, a light shaking, just more of a sideways shake.
Okay.
Not an up and down shake.
Because you don't want them all on top.
You don't want them all in the same middle spot.
Got it.
Sort
Okay.
of like when your kid gets out of line at the restaurant.
A sideways shake
Right,
so that
right,
people
right.
don't call CPS.
Yes.
Okay, got it.
Because if you go an up and down shake,
Yeah, they can see it. Yeah.
all the nosy bodies are calling in.
Mind your business.
All right.
Okay, cool. I'll check
Okay,
that.
you tell me how that works out for
Yeah.
you. All right. You
Sounds
check back
amazing.
in. Or you can dump some fiddle faddle in there.
Oh,
It's got to be wonderful.
TheTmanShow.com.
I wasn't completely done with reading a couple of text messages from early on this shortened week, Terry.
All right.
3-day weeks, if you can handle them. Pretty cool.
I think I can.
You can handle that?
I think so.
You can handle today basically being a Wednesday?
Sure.
Not a terrible little concept there.
Not at all.
Start the week on a Wednesday and roll right through. Okay, so I gave you the team in your effect. Rosenball, High Twilight. Did you scream when Edward came on the screen like all the little girls? First of all, I went through the first of all, right? Just reading it again makes me feel like I have to relash out, but that's all right. I'll just leave it as it is. All right. Number 2 text message that caught my eye so far this morning. Somebody writes, my 19-year-old sis in Missouri is finally ready to come visit me here in Washington so she can go to Forks. Twilight replaced me as her number 1 interest in Washington State now that she's a huge fan. There's going to be a lot of people that want to embark on the little city of Forks, Terry, because that's where it all goes down. Is in that very, very upper left city in our very own state here. You know how we're the upper left state in the country?
Yes.
Well, Forks is to Washington, like Washington is to the rest of the country.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
You follow that?
Yes.
Okay. It's about as up and left as you can get, right?
Yeah, it's up by the
It's where
upper left point.
she could have, the writer of the movie could have used a fictitious town. It would have all been fine, but she used a real legitimate city. I mean, it wasn't legitimized before this movie, but it is now, and it's a place that's you can actually go to, and believe me, they're going to be going, these Twilight fans.
Oh, yeah.
I might have to take a road trip myself, by the way, by the end of the week, because I'm such a pussy, Terry.
Right.
T-Man float plane to Forks later in the week.
All right.
Replaces the party plane to Vegas, because I'm so just into the Twilight scene, and I can't deny it. See, I don't even know if I'm being facetious or not, because I really did like the movie. I really did like the movie. I don't really appreciate everyone calling me a wuss. That's all right, but as I said, I can take it. I
Good.
dish it out all the time. If you want to call me a homo, a fag, or what else does someone right here?
I think that really would have pushed you over the edge if you had gone to the New Kids on the Block concert, which was a big, huge sellout.
Was that this weekend?
Yeah, Saturday night.
I missed it.
You did. Gigantic.
Here, someone writes, T-Man, pull the rhinestone G-string out of your ass, you puss, and go get online for the sequel.
Damn.
Why are the guys out there, or at least a couple of them, is this the same guy? Let me see. Hold on a second.
Let's call him back.
Where's the first one? Why are the guys out there I can't find the first one now. So bothered by the fact that I said I went to the movie and I liked it.
Right.
Why?
Well,
Is this the way it was with the Lost Boys in 1986?
I think it's
Yeah, it might have been.
no.
It was a girly movie?
I
was
think
12
so.
though, so I don't know. Yeah, it was definitely a girly movie.
I don't think there was a romance little,
But there were 12-year-old boys in the movie. You know, they were young boys, so that makes more sense. But yeah, I don't think guys were loving Lost Boys. So for me.
Let's see here, 6:51 and 13 seconds. Douche. Somebody writes, I got a MySpace message from some random chick to vote for her baby, complete with instructions and a link to your website. A bit much, huh? Says J-U-I, who signs his text message, J-U-I, ending his text with the question, a bit much, huh? People are spamming like random people in the area trying to get votes for their baby.
It's a little annoying.
I mean,
That is a little over the top.
Yeah.
well,
But whatever you got to do to win, not only is it winning cash money, not the group, but you win the pride factor.
oh, absolutely.
And that may be worth a lot more than the dollar value that'll be showing up with Dirty Harry holding a big check on your doorstep, which just kind of neutralizes the whole prize in itself. You have the notion, and no one could ever take away from you the fact that your baby beat all the others. And we're talking upwards of like 1,000 baby pictures on KUBE93.com, the TManShow.com, all the .coms that we know and love, Terry. You have the ability to walk around this planet the rest of your life with never a person ever to take away the status that your child was the most beautiful one in the baby competition. What's the official title of it?
The baby
The baby battle, yes. I always want to call it the baby bash, but I know that's not right. So people are, I didn't know that. The people were spamming people they don't even know.
Yeah, I got one.
That's
last week.
spam. That's just out and out spam.
It is, sir.
And hey, you got to do what you got to do, but just know that you're spamming people.
Right.
I got a MySpace message from some random chick to vote for her baby, complete with instructions and a link to your website. A bit much, huh? Well, I'd say, yeah, it's a bit much, but you got to understand the frenzy that's going on here, sir, or madam. J-U-I, I don't know if you're a man or a woman, but whoever you are, I understand where you're coming from. But make sure you go to vote for candidate number 63.
Right.
I don't know who 63 is. I don't even know if there's 63. Anyway, I still have not spent my time looking over all these pictures yet.
You know
not
what?
ready yet.
There's a ton.
I know.
And
There's like
and
that
it
upwards
is-
of 1,000.
Yeah.
There's too many to go through.
And they are all
it's a lot.
adorable.
Oh, please.
They really are.
Right. A lot of them are adorable. A lot of them aren't. Let's see here. 6:45, 39 seconds. Do somebody writes, did Vinnie use H&R Block for his tax return? If he did, he would have had the money put back on his debit card, and he should stop whining about it. Do you use H&R Block?
Yes, I do.
Well, then could that be what's going on this whole time? And you don't even
Absolutely.
realize you spent your stimulus already?
Absolutely not, because I didn't get my return via a direct deposit. So that's what he's talking about. If I'd have got my return direct deposit, I'd have got my stimulus direct deposit.
Uh-huh. So basically the guy...
the text messenger can shut it.
Shut it. Don't even bother trying to assist you in any way.
Oh, I know everything about that.
Uh-huh.
You know
Vinny's-
nothing. You haven't got it. You know nothing.
Well, I know
He
why
knows
I haven't
everything, but it's led to nothing.
got it. Yes.
Okay.
He's still waiting for his first stimulus check when at 9 o'clock this morning, President-elect, and the hope of all of our hopes, Barack Obama is going to step to the microphone and talk about a bigger second round of stimulus that's going to be coming our way.
If I don't get this first one, I could.
Is there
like,
any-
Barack's my dude, but I could care less.
Is there any way we can hack into his press conference and have Vinny going, where's my first one?
Yeah.
Get G-Dub to the microphone.
I'd love that.
Still waiting on check number one. That's virtually like impossible to believe because they're not sending them anymore.
Yeah, I know.
Something happened to yours. A neighbor came and lifted it out of your mailbox and looks at you funny every time that you walk by them down the street, maybe. Something like that?
Something. I don't
And
know.
endorsed your name on it?
I just got a new lead, so I'm gonna follow up on it.
What's your new lead? H&R Block.
Just I guess them hoarding checks for wrong addresses that I with a new phone number I got to try to call. So,
I thought we went through that. And you said you had the same,
but I guess
you've
it's
had the same address forever.
It's a new number.
I'm confused. But anyway,
yeah,
if it makes sense
exactly.
to you, that's wonderful. 6:27 and 40 seconds due. Somebody writes, T, good for Jim Zorn and your boy Sean Springs for sealing the W. Our defensive backs on the Seahawks suck more than gay phone operator when he's trying to make rent.
Wow.
Well, that's saying something, huh?
Good choice by the Hawks for head coach next year. Go Hawks. I don't know if he's saying that last part for sarcastically or not. Good choice for the Hawks on head coach next year.
Maybe did he want Zorn or something?
Maybe he wanted. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
He wanted Zorn, but you don't know if Jim Moore is going to be bad or not. So I can't tell if they're being sarcastic or not. But whatever, they know. But I don't. Somebody writes quantum of solace. How do you pronounce it?
it's
Solace
Solace.
was pimpin'. T, I haven't seen Twilight yet. Do you think I should read the book first? Well, I mean, it's not going to be around forever. It would take me at least a month or so to read a book that thick. Seriously, that'd be the minimum.
I know.
I'd read like 10 pages a night. It would take probably about 6 months.
10 pages a night. I'm tired.
I do read a little bit,
Uh-huh.
but when I read, it's like 10, 20 pages a night before
Yeah.
bed, and
This is
bam,
boring.
done. Takes me 6 months to get through a normal book. So it depends on how long it would take you to get through the book. If you can get through it in a week, then yeah. If I could get through the book in a week, I'm not with the capabilities or the patience to be able to do that.
Right.
But if you can get through the book in a week, yeah, read the book before you see the movie.
But you're not reading the book. You still enjoyed it. So.
Did not read the book.
Right.
I enjoyed the movie, Terry, with my G-string
Rhinestone
panties
G-string.
on. Yeah, my,
You're probably better off not reading it because
I
people
think
always
so,
say
too.
the book's better. So
Right.
well, my wife read the book. She, as I said, has read all 4 and very much liked the movie too. She said she felt kind of weird because it was obviously a situation where they're condensing a huge book into 2 hours.
Yeah.
So there's always going to be that, oh, they missed this, they missed that. Oh, I
Right.
can't believe they left out that character. They
Right.
didn't even bother putting her in. And, I got all that chirping away in the car.
Right. That's why I said you're better off not reading the book.
7:10 and 46 seconds, dude. Somebody writes, T-Man, I want to lick your hairy belly button. First of all,
Wow.
Oh my god.
I don't think there's any detectable hair whatsoever on my belly button. And second of all,
Sure about that? No, I'm just kidding.
you want to check for me and
Oh,
you give me a
geez.
status
No,
there?
no,
Sounds like
I'm
it.
all good.
7:09, 43 seconds, dude. Somebody writes, the Huskies are still better than the Cougs. Well, if that's what it takes to get you out of bed this morning,
I
fine.
guess so.
All right. I don't know if the Huskies are really better than anyone right now. Not to mention the Cougs or...
No, they haven't. They're the only Division I team that hasn't won, right?
I mean, they played not just 4 quarters, but an overtime session or two with the Cougs and weren't able to beat them. It's hard to... If you need to say it just to make yourself feel better, we're not going to destroy your moment here, but somebody needed to write in a text message, the Huskies are still better than the Cougs.
Okay.
All right.
Good.
Yeah, I agree. They look
Glad-
awesome.
What do you got going on over there, Terry? Let me see if I can sneak a couple of calls, and then we'll get to what's on your pile. Raider Nation, good morning. Hello.
Hey, what's up, Mighty T?
How are you, sir? What can I do for you?
I'm all right, man. I just wanted to tell you how Michael Turner saved my fantasy league, man.
He had 4 touchdowns yesterday. Randy Moss saved my day yesterday.
Wow, he had an incredible
Oh,
game.
yeah, well, I
You
was
saw
going
that?
against
Yes,
Randy
I like
Moss,
him,
so-
though. I really do.
You like Randy Moss?
I do.
He's a likable guy.
He is.
He came into the league with a bad reputation,
Yes,
bad attitude, and he's
right.
leaving with the opposite, Terry.
I know, but he's a
And
remarkable
that's a
receiver.
lot to people should point that out more when they're doing his games and covering his story angles. They were very quick to talk about what a bad apple he was coming into the league. And they don't really point out that much of how wrong they either were or how much he's changed. One of the two has to apply, and nobody wants to address it at all. But yeah, he athletically,
Gosh.
everyone does give him his due.
Yeah,
He was in trouble for marijuana, wasn't he, in the NFL? And
Marijuana, okay. Who in college?
that's part of being in trouble. I mean, he was
understand.
accused of quitting on
And
the
he
Raiders.
walked out on his team when
Yeah,
they
he
were
walked
down.
out on him in the Raiders.
Minor oversight.
He was accused of showing his butt to fans
All right.
during a game.
Well, he didn't show his butt. He made a gesture as if he was
Right,
showing his
fine.
butt. He never pulled down his pants.
Correct.
And you know what? Jack Buck, or whatever his name is, Joe Buck, who Terry loves.
I do. I
think he's
like
a
him.
big doofus.
That's why I like him.
Joe
He's
Buck made a much bigger deal out of that than needed to be made. It was a funny little end
liked
zone
it. I thought it
moment.
was funny,
and
yeah.
Joe Buck was like, that's disgusting that he's doing that. And a lot of times people just get brainwashed by what the announcers say. They just get spoon-fed their lives by media and the announcers and sports. And when Joe Buck said to the world that what Randy Moss was doing was disgusting, was then believed by everyone who was watching. Use an open mind. Trust me, what he did was funny. It wasn't a big deal. But Joe Buck is such a freaking stiff.
People love him.
But he's
People love him. He's a good, solid broadcaster.
He is.
But when he's saying that, oh, that's disgraceful. Shut up. Raider Nation,
Yes, sir.
I am 1 game away from squeezing out a playoff spot.
What?
The season,
Really?
season started off with a bang, Terry.
Yes, and then you had a little
I had a big low.
downslide.
Yesterday, I needed to win and have both teams in my division lose that were ahead of me. They both lost because I faced one of them head-to-head.
Yes.
Or at least, unless a Monday Night Miracle happens. I did what needed to be done, and now I control my own fantasy football destiny.
That's what I'm talking about, dude. That's what I'm talking about. I'm number 2, baby. I'm number 2 with winning this week.
It's a beautiful thing. And Hotshot, you got knocked out of the knockout pussy.
I
or what?
did.
Really? Who'd you
Party's
take?
over.
Hotshot was on the verge of a $3,000.
I know.
$3,000 in prize money if he'd have just stayed alive in the knockout pussy. What happened?
Denver happened.
You know what? I cannot blame you for Denver.
Like a 12.5
Oakland,
point
baby.
favorite.
Oakland.
Denver.
31 to 10, baby.
You're talking to
geez.
Raider Nation here.
I know.
Denver was at home.
At home.
Denver was a huge favorite. Oakland has looked like just a wreck for the past 3 seasons or more.
Yep.
You picked Denver. You felt as confident as any point this season in winning a knockout game.
Yes.
Raider Nation, did you see?
Games are always closed, baby.
Settle
always
down.
Closed.
No, they're not.
Yes,
Always
they are.
closed.
Yes, they
You get
are.
blown out all
They
the
had
time.
to-
Did you?
Yeah, they
It
did.
was a division game. Division games are always,
It's a
especially
little
second
scary.
time around, a little
What am I
close.
supposed to take a 2.5
The
point
first
favorite?
game was a blowout, but you usually have good games.
Why do I feel like I know the answer to this question? Did you see Twilight over the weekend, Raider Nation?
Oh, jeez.
Hell no. It's just not my cup of tea.
Why do guys feel like they have to make sure they make it clear that it's not their cup of tea? A lot of guys feel like, well, maybe the way I'm being lambasted this morning, they are now more inclined to say it and qualify it that way more than ever.
They might as well just say, no, T-Man, I've got balls, unlike you.
Listen, it is a chicky type flick, all right? But this is very doable for guys. All right?
Not for me.
He sounds
Not for me.
unconvinced.
All right. Thank you for the call recognition. Terry,
Yes, sir.
maybe it's because I'm so very confident in my masculinity that I can pull anything off.
There you
Sure.
go. That's what it is.
That's probably, you did go to
That
Justin
is.
Timberlake, so I would agree with
you
that.
did go to JT as well.
Okay, and I actually came away with value out of the Justin Timberlake concert that I can't even come out with this one. I mean, Justin Timberlake concert, I saw a lot of hot girls begging to come into the men's room because the women's room lines were so long that were like, 19 years old that were legal prime, grade A material. I want to say me, but I shouldn't.
No, how about not?
But
said a few people.
at Twilight, I can't even give you that. It was all 14-year-old girls with their homemade Twilight shirts.
Just love that.
But I'm just telling you, I went into this movie wondering what to expect because I hadn't read the book and I was listening to all the hype. Do you know that Twilight is the number one? It is now recognized as the number one pre-sale movie in the history of the motion picture, Terry.
Wow, I was not aware of
The
that.
motion picture?
Of the motion picture.
Wow, not the still picture. The motion picture.
No, not even Charlie Chaplin's movies could. All
right.
Now, of course, you got to take into consideration that pre-sale. The Fandangos of the world, the movie phones, they didn't really exist before, 1995 or 1997.
Still 10 years, though.
So basically over the past 10 years, there has not been a movie that has had more pre-sale tickets bought online, wherever going to the theaters and getting them in advance than this movie. Mm-hmm. All right?
Yeah.
So it's a craze that's obviously much bigger than me.
Okay.
This means that I was not the only guy who went, Terry, and enjoyed this movie thoroughly. And I'm not going to sit around
He's yelling at me for no
and let people make comments. I'm just looking in your direction. Don't take it personally. And let people, whoever's like,
and not let people,
and let people make comments about rhinestone G-strings and wussy boy little comments, and take it lying down.
Right.
I mean, I'm not going to take it lying down. Not the comments worth it. I'm going to take it lying down. You see what? Don't lose me here, Terry. Mm-hmm. It is now, as we speak, the number one pre-sale movie in the history of the motion picture.
All right, then.
Of the big screen.
Yes.
That eclipses the pre-sale tickets purchased for Spider-Man 1, 2, and 3.
Oh, and I'm sure all the Harry Potters.
All the hairiest of Potters that you can grab a hold of, Terry.
Right.
Justin Timberlake concert in the men's room. And what other movies are pretty big? All the Pirates of the Caribbean Queen.
Yes.
All the... Speaking of that, what about these pirates that took away that tanker
Somalia.
that are still sitting there waiting for their ransom? How cool a story is that?
I know. They've been real pirates.
Do you find yourself just rooting for the pirates or what?
Of course.
Man, there are real pirates out there.
Oil tankers.
Cool. Do they wear patches and stuff or no?
If they have an eye that's busted out, probably, yeah.
I think they're just taking the machetes aboard.
I'm sure they don't have wooden legs and parrots. No, I bet they don't.
Are there a lot of args going on?
I don't think so.
A lot of args.
Man, the story's been going on for about 2 weeks now.
That's cool.
These real-life pirates.
We can't kick the crap out of pirates.
Yeah.
Hijacked an oil tanker.
More than one.
Well, they got one now in particular.
No, they've got like a few.
They're just
They got
criminals.
a few?
They're just
Yes.
criminals who
They're
are
criminals
on
of the seas.
Right.
They just call them pirates,
They just
right?
call them pirates.
They don't
yes.
wear
They don't have the
bandanas
bandanas
and-
and the one leg and the wooden. All
They
that.
should. They should.
Well,
They should, yes.
I want to not just think of them as criminals of the sea that just aren't on land. I want to think of them as pirates.
And they probably have on flak jackets and little headsets, and they communicate that way, and they're very high
They
tech.
keep calling them pirates, and I like it. The fact that they call them pirates is cool.
and it's a main waterway, so that's what the problem is that they can't
You can't really get to
them.
them.
You can't really, monitor that and ask ships
But
to go around.
because these are real life pirates
Right.
that took over a ship. I mean, if I hear about petty crime of someone hijacking a plane or someone, that's not exactly petty crime, but or someone robbing a bank, I don't necessarily root for the bank robber by any means. But I can't help but find myself rooting for the pirates because they're being called pirates all the time. It's so cool.
Yeah, they're just high tech criminals on the seas. That's all.
Stop saying that. You're ruining it for me. You're ruining it for me. I bet you there's a couple of bandanas, a couple of eye patches, and a couple of args going on right now.
A couple of args.
It's not being run. It's not being run by Blackbeard. All right.
You have not been on that ship. You don't know if Blackbeard, arg, pirate, patch guy is running the show or not.
He is not there. No.
You're thinking high-tech guys with headsets.
Yes, and they're matching flak jackets.
No different than anyone who would rob a bank.
No different.
But they came via a ship.
Yes.
I mean, didn't they see
a
the
very
ship?
expensive boat, by the way, not a galleon.
Right.
Didn't the people on the tanker see the ship coming towards them? And
no, because what they do is they just kind of, because it's such a crazy waterway, apparently, they just kind of overtake them. They think they're prepared, but the way they overtake them, they're...
Are you our high seas technicians?
What's crazy, I've been following it, and then my son did a PowerPoint on it for one of his classes, and we were discussing it just recently.
So your son gets a C on a report.
No,
you're thinking the authority now.
No, he got an A+. But
actually, not an A, of course.
Well, but actually, and I've been listening.
If I ever got a C in high school, I would have been ecstatic. Dancing in the streets all the way home.
A+.
Yeah,
not an A.
A wasn't good enough for how good this PowerPoint little presentation was.
So powerful. My points were so powerful.
Mm-hmm. An A does not suffice, teacher. Wow.
That is pretty sweet, though.
And they're still at a standstill. No ransom, no tanker.
Ransom. Pot of gold. Give us the old chest. They want the chest full of gold and jewels.
Gotta give them the pirate's booty.
That's right.
Wow.
Had some of that this morning.
And Hotshot is correct according to this article. They have maritime radios, which they use to monitor radio traffic of ships in the area.
All right, fine.
You're ruining his fun.
Oh, sorry.
I like my moment here of pirates. Yeah, never mind. I lost it. Back to Twilight.
That's so good.
Edward is so handsome.
Well, we should go see it.
I already did. Text message. You want me to see it again?
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, I don't think so. That would really be a wussy move. Okay, I'm in. Text messaging rolls in at 97373, don't you know? I know you got a lot of good stories this morning.
I do.
And the number, as always, is toll-free, 1-866-663. T-Man, have we gotten any results as far as the baby bash, Terry? As far as the baby battle? As far as who's winning, who's not? Have they released the first round of primary voting tabulations yet, or what?
I don't know.
No.
Take a look.
Have the precincts reported? 10%? 20%? Nothing? Any hanging chads? Any recounts necessary? We've got no information so far.
None.
Arrgh.
You forgot to
Walk
do your
the
little
plank,
hand.
matey.
Yeah,
You gotta do the hand.
What is that? Is that his hook or what is
Yeah,
that?
Arrgh.
Every time, dude.
They're pirates.
Walk the
But
plank.
with the hand movement on the radio?
Either they gotta stop calling them pirates,
But, yeah, I understand.
or there's gotta be a hook and an arg and a patch and a bandana somewhere.
Right. Gotcha.
A wood leg and a parrot.
A peg leg. A peg leg.
Peg leg, whatever.
Yeah, when you have a wood leg and you're a pirate, it's a peg leg.
Oh, it's a peg leg. Okay.
Yes. Know your pirate jargon.
I don't. By the way, the Seattle Times says that Twilight's a teen love story without much bite. Ripping your movie.
It's not my movie. They want to rip it, that's fine. All I can tell you is, it was fine with me. I liked it.
No, a bite.
I liked it. I was feeling the bite. I was like, sir, can you stop that? We're the only guys here. Anyway.
Well, like I said, it probably would have heightened it if you'd gone to the New Kids on the Block little concert, but you were safe.
That's right. That's not what I do.
That's not what you do.
That's right.
Gotcha.
Okay.
What do you do again?
I'm not sure.
All right.
TmanShow.com.
Was Madonna spotted out with ex-husband Sean Penn? Again, according to page 6, this is so true. After attending a Gucci event Wednesday night at NYC, Madge was seen having drinks with her first husband.
Well, A-Rod was too busy going out and seeing Twilight, Terry, with the kids. His kid's not old enough, probably. So she's hanging out with Sean Penn now, man. She's making the rounds now that she's single, huh?
I guess so.
You got some stories over there? You had something on Madonna, you said, didn't you?
I did, yeah.
All right,
Since
what do
you
you
just played
have?
a little clip on her, I have a bit of an update for you on her and Guy Ritchie. Looks like Guy Ritchie is going to walk away with about $70 million of Madonna's money.
Well, it sounds like a lot, but probably for Madonna, it's like a gold-plated tampon.
But regardless, I think the fact that he's actually getting any of her money is what's killing her.
Uh-huh.
Doesn't matter if it was a penny.
She can be a representative of what men for too long have felt time and time again. It's nice that the playing field is being leveled as women establish themselves and become solid players in the workforces of America. You have to realize that with success comes, upon divorce, the prospect of losing some of your possessions. Madonna obviously had some successful days.
Yes.
One or two at least.
Right. Yeah.
Guy Ritchie, not as successful. They get divorced? Oh, maybe it hurts her to have to realize that she worked hard for all she achieved, but no, a lot of it goes to that guy.
Which guy?
That guy.
Oh, yeah.
You seen that guy?
I have seen
that guy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, what about him? Vinnie's favorite song.
Vinnie loves it, yeah. It is a pretty gross song, and Vinnie's totally in. Kind of like this guy who writes, Twilight, yes, T-Man, I'm in. No questions asked. Don't doubt T-Man till well into my next life. I understand. He's going to go see the movie because of... He thinks I gave a recommendation. I don't remember giving any recommendations for anyone's plans as far as their week or month is concerned, Terry. I just said I wouldn't have seen it on my own.
Right.
But I have this wife out there, Terry, that was very geeked up over the thought of this movie being made and has read all 4 books, bought the tickets in advance.
Yeah.
Hit me with that information around Friday after I'd already told Hotshot I was going to be on the sideline for Issaquah and Bothell.
Yeah, thanks.
I had a text, Hotshot saying, in a very pussification of men type way, and I'll be the first to acknowledge that.
Oh, there you go.
That because it's not like she out of nowhere said, hey, I got these tickets. She mentioned it like a week or so earlier that she was going to buy them in advance, and I was like, yeah, sounds good, boysfood.com.
Yeah.
And then, you know, she reminded me about it, and I can't be a bastard husband. You know, I'm a good guy.
You are a good guy.
I'm a good guy who went, and as good guys do, I got rewarded by a movie that I found very entertaining.
Okay. It was entertaining.
That's right.
We got it.
Okay.
Okay, that guy.
Huh?
Well, you said you're a good guy, so that guy's a good guy.
Yeah.
But all right. Now I'm lost. Anyway, what else is going on this morning, Terry?
That's Terry for you.
Travis Barker.
This guy writes he wants to stick his peg leg in Terry's dirt star. He is a pirate who will then, once it happens, say arg.
Terry probably would too.
Another texter.
Oh, man.
Back to back with this last one. It talks about your dirt star, Terry. From a different area code, a 307 area code. Ironically, also wants to make a pirate reference, saying, I'm an ass pirate, and I'd like to violate Pasty Dave's O-ring.
Wow. Let's call him back.
What's the 307 area code, Pasty? Where's that at? I'm sure you're looking it up before I even asked.
I'm already on Expedia, dude. I'll be going there. Don't you worry.
You said you're taking a trip. You're making plans to go to Vegas, right? Mm-hmm. Vegas, due to the recession/depression, I heard is not just giving away rooms now. Well, actually, the guy who told me this is kind of a big gambler, so maybe this has something to do with that. But not only are they like basically giving away rooms so that you just go down there and gamble, but he said he got offered like a $300 credit for his gambling.
Wow, sweet.
So he gets,
Well, that's probably because he does put in tons of money.
3,000. Free room.
Wow.
If they're at a point now, they're so desperate for people to come to the hotels.
Right.
Free room, free airfare.
Nice.
They'll set up his airfare.
Wow.
Where's this at?
And then a $3,000 credit, the Venetian.
Well,
Venetian.com.
I'm sure you have to be qualified.
Yeah, you probably have to
that's what
be.
I'm
You probably have to have a
saying.
player's card. I know you got a player's card in some sense, but not in their terminology.
307's in Wyoming.
You have to have a player's card.
Yeah, what's your average bet there, Vinny? Would you say?
Nickel slots? A nickel.
$20. I don't know.
Your average bet is $20.
You have to have a player's
Yeah, I'm
card
not
and
really a
establish
bet-
some good
gambler.
credit to probably get that kind of deal. But there are a lot of the middle to lower end hotels that are basically doing the same thing. They're giving away rooms right now in Vegas just so you come down there and gamble.
I'm looking.
That's where they're at in desperate times. Usually Vegas can withstand a recession, but not this
I
one.
can't get your player's card hookup. You're a preferred customer, aren't you?
They have the cameras trained on me at all times. Anyway, what else did I want to... Oh, where were you at? What do you want to say?
I
You got
was
more?
going to let
right.
you know about Travis Barker. He is suing over the plane crash that he was
Suing
in.
over the crash?
Yeah.
What is he going to sue a cumulus cloud or something?
No.
How do you sue over a plane crash? What? It's a force of nature. It's an unfortunate event. He's lucky he's alive. There are dead people, Terry.
True.
Who is he going to sue?
He's going to sue the manufacturer of the Learjet, the charter
please.
services, and Goodyear Tire and Rubber.
Yes, it's going to be Travis Barker Tire and Rubber. Because they didn't put proper wheels on.
Oh, we're supposed to use rubber. Crap. Knew it was something we had to do today.
That seems a little bit...
Well, you tend to lash out, though.
I know he's been through a lot. I know he probably is still stinging from the third-degree burns that are making up some percentage of his body.
Right.
But what are you really going to get out of a lawsuit at this point? Is that going to make everything all better?
According to him, I guess.
All right.
If it does, he's, of course, suing for pain and suffering, mental anguish, psychological...
And he's had all that.
Right,
but
right.
You get in a plane,
Figurement.
and you realize that the chances are not good, but there is some risk. What is he, in his unbelievable level of engineering expertise, able to come up with answers to as to why the plane crash shouldn't have happened? And no plane crash should happen. Based on that, you could be able to sue anybody that gets in a plane crash.
So anytime a plane malfunctions, you get to sue?
Anytime a plane malfunctions, I guess you can sue, theoretically. Yeah. But you realize when you get in a plane that the odds aren't high, but you could crash. You think you should be happy he lived.
I know. I agree wholeheartedly.
Yeah, but should he be happy he lived? I mean, he's not entitled to anything. Just be happy you lived. That's it. Have a nice life.
Be
Sorry
happy
you're
you
burned
lived.
all over your body.
He seems
Sorry
like he's
you
already
can't
hitting the
shower.
clubs already.
You can't shower without screaming in pain. Sorry about that.
Take a bath.
Have a nice right. Have a nice life. Whoops, my bad. Sorry you got burned. We're sorry.
So it's going to make it all better if he gets $600,000 from Learjet Company?
It's not going to make it better, but not going to make it any worse.
I don't know. I think you should be thankful that, although they say that the only thing worse than dying in a plane crash is living through one. Because you always have the bad memories and the nightmares and the cold sweats.
Yeah.
But I have that anyway, so I haven't even been anything near a plane crash, so I don't know what they're talking about.
I think I'll take living through it over dying through it.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
I'll still take my chances with living, all right?
I don't know. I think you're more classic commercial plane where you're up at 30,000 feet. I don't think they were that high. So, in their crash, I would take living over dying.
Right. It's not the same thing as...
But if you live through one of those 2-minute plunges...
Nosedive down to the ocean.
Nosedive down to the ocean, and somehow you survived. You might be better off dying in one of those.
I just want to tell you I'm gay. Oh, wait, I lived. Remember what I said? Yeah, just...
Is that what you have to do when you're in a 2-minute plunge to your death in a plane is say something that no one ever knew?
Yeah, you have to come clean.
All right, let's pretend that we're...
Plunge into our death right now?
In coach, plunging to our death right now.
Oh,
what information would you give out that you've always held back?
Oh,
wow.
That always kind of ate away inside you that you can't die without telling. Now, a priest is not going to be able to come on hand real quick.
You of everything.
Yeah, so you got to say it real quick. Just blurt it out. What would you be blurting out?
I'm taking all
Mayday,
my...
Mayday! What do you got there? Hit me with it.
I'm taking all my secrets to the grave with me.
Well, you'd be surprised if you see you're
taking them all to the grave. She has lots of them, too. Kidding me?
Tell my kids I love them.
Too much pressure. Where do I start? I got 2 minutes till the crash.
What are you screaming out then?
No, I get your point. It's too
Mayday, Mayday! We're going down! We're going down! D-Man, what do you got to say?
Yeah, you're right. It's too hypothetical.
Right.
I'm not going to give up information that easy.
Right.
No way. Only if I'm going to die. Then I'll do it for sure.
Let me think if I'm holding back anything that I've never told anybody. See, that's anti-me. I'm pretty much out there. If I give you my Mike Tyson boxing night diarrhea in the Vegas hotel story, I'm giving you everything you've ever needed to know about me.
What was that?
And the things that have been exposed about me already, really? Do you think I have more?
I gave you all the Ribby Robbies. I gave you all the John Salvia body slamming me in nurse's office. I gave you pretty much every story I can think of.
Pretty much.
John Salvia. I can't wait to meet that guy someday.
Well today.
Because here he is, John Salvia. Come on in.
What's happening?
What about you, Hotshot?
Besides experimenting with the gays in college, nothing.
Oh, we knew that for years. We just...
Right. So really, we don't have anything that any of us could necessarily expose because we're so exposed here. I mean, we played Let's Get Personal.
In a matter of speaking, Terry.
I'll expose you right now,
all that
Terry.
stuff.
Yes, we have played Let's Get Personal, but we only, do it like once a year for like 10 minutes, so.
Although
And
we've gotten
today's
requests.
the day!
How about what would
call
Pasty say?
now.
How about
Yeah,
Pasty?
what would
He's got some
Pasty
weirdness.
he needs it to be a 20-hour plunge.
Oh, yeah, he's got some definite weirdness built up.
He's got so much to get off his
Oh, yeah.
crazy chest.
Thought it was a chick, dude. No,
Chest is not crazy. Well, if I have a hairy button, Travis Barker's going to sue. Okay, hope he
Yes.
gets great lawyer and wins a mint, Terry. What else is going on there?
Well, I'm sure you'll be excited to hear this, that Oprah's newest quote-unquote favorite things, her show,
Yes.
will be affordable for everyone this time around.
Affordable items.
Yes.
Huh. That's the new wrinkle, of which she's got many.
Yes.
The newest wrinkle in Oprah's holiday little spectacular.
Yeah.
It hasn't happened yet, right? It's due to shake out any day now. The Oprah, it's right around just after Thanksgiving, or maybe she always surprises people.
Right.
With when the favorite
She does-
things
yeah.
show is going to be.
Yeah.
This year, it's going to be a more economically sound favorite things little extravaganza.
Right.
I'm sure the people in the crowd are not too happy about that. They're like, no, we want the Hermes crap.
No kidding. Got screwed.
Bring out the Louis Vuitton.
Oh, yeah. We want the refrigerator for $4,000. Come on.
Yeah, affordable. I waited online for 6 weeks for that.
Yeah, that would be disappointing for sure.
So, yes.
Yeah, all the years passed. All these people in the audience being showered with gifts they could never dream of having.
Right.
Yeah, but it's not about the 60 people in the crowd. It's about everyone who watches your show who wants to be able to afford this stuff.
To the people in the crowd, it's about them.
Correct.
Have you seen some of these audiences?
She has to cater to her viewers, not the audience.
Tinkling in their pants 60 times over.
Oh, so annoying.
A rep for the show says, quote, find out how to have the thriftiest holidays ever.
That's not what the people in the audience want, a thrifty Oprah's favorite things show.
There's some of Oprah's favorite things, but this time there's a twist.
Oh.
They cost next to nothing. And Oprah unveils a special gift that won't cost you a thing.
A hickey.
All
Wow.
right. You get a hickey. Hickey
Cost
for
you your marriage.
You get a hickey.
You get a hickey. You get a hickey.
Really?
Wow. I have years past audio footage for you, Terry, of the frenzy that takes place when Oprah tells the world that she's giving out all her favorite things. I don't know if it's going to be that same kind of euphoria. I don't know if it's going to be that same kind of hysterics, Terry.
Well.
I don't know if it's going to be this.
Wow, this is fun.
Oh, man. Someone just tickled her.
With the flip of a switch, you can now snap pictures, perfect digital photos. The Samsung recorder retails for $800.
Okay. And believe me, that's the cheapest thing she gave away last year.
Yeah.
No, I
This
know.
year, the most expensive thing is going to be a $50 fossil watch. People are not going to be very happy.
Yeah. Free stuff. Who needs that? Stuff you can get free? So what are you having a show for? I already know it's free.
Put it on eBay, make some money off of it.
Okay.
So, yeah. Look
Well,
forward to that.
I guess she has to do it that way since times are tough and people can't afford the Lear jets and the $800 refrigerators.
Right. Well, $4,000 refrigerator.
She said 800, no?
But the
Oh, it's for the
camcorder was
camcorder.
Oh,
$800.
camcorder.
The refrigerator last year was
$4 grand.
A $4,000 refrigerator?
Right.
Pretty damn nice.
Sweet deal.
All right.
Trust me, Oprah, that's one thing she's concerned about is how good her refrigerator is to hold those leftovers.
Okay, I got to make a quick call. Yeah, you can get out of line. Oprah ain't giving away dick this year. Okay, bye.
Yeah.
People are getting out of line as we speak. Oprah's silly little show. I'd rather see an hour-long interview with Jennifer Aniston and get this pile of crap. Thanks a lot, Oprah.
TheTmanShow.com.
Yeah, there he is. Chris Brown, he won 3, I think. Larry 3 at the AMAs last night? It was the AMAs, right?
Mm-hmm.
See, I need to know if it was 3 and if it was the AMAs. Pretty much, my
Yes.
whole statement needs to be clarified.
Yes, you
Yes
are
and
correct
yes.
on both statements.
And AMAs, that's the one I went to. I've been to a couple of award shows. I think the AMAs was one of them.
yes.
The AMAs, I think it was in LA last night, but did it used to be in Vegas? I went to the AMAs, I think, a few years back. Like,
Is it the VMAs you went to?
No, I
No, I
think
went to
I
the
think you
AMAs.
went to the AMAs.
it was at the Aladdin.
Oh.
The Aladdin Hotel, like about, I'd say 5 years ago, 6 years ago. But anyway, Whatever. Chris Brown won 3 awards. Best song and
He was Artist of the Year.
Artist of the Year. There you go. That's the kind of karma you get when you're making videos with Elmo that my 3-year-old can't get enough of.
Really? Yeah.
On YouTube, Terry. But he's obviously not the only one, since it's gotten over 11 million hits or something like that.
Still dating Rihanna, right?
Huh?
She did what? He's still dating Rihanna, right? Sort of, kind of.
I don't know what the status of that is, or what it ever was, or whatever it is going to be, Terry. I think
still friends.
No, Rihanna's been hanging with someone else now.
Well, Kanye, we heard about her and Kanye making out.
So there you go. So I don't think Chris Brown is really all that serious about Rihanna anymore.
Or could care less.
He could care less if Kanye's all feeling her up or what?
Yeah, I don't think so. He can have anybody who wants, like, multiple women.
Well, that's got to be a good thought.
Yeah.
Good feeling. Good to know. And not only could he have any woman in the world, but he can have any multiple women at any time.
I want you and you. You look good. Come
on. Wow. Wake me up when that happens for me.
You know? And with Rihanna not having an ass, I'm sure it's really easy
Oh
to
my
forget.
God, he's got to start that.
Are we sure Chris Brown likes the girls?
Uh-huh.
I think we're pretty confident, right?
It hasn't been outright confirmed, Terry, that Chris Brown likes the girls. Seem to be more into Elmo than anyone I've seen. I don't know if you've watched the video. How many hits is that Elmo and Chris Brown video? All I got to do is put in the search box Elmo. It's like the second video that comes up. It's so popular. For the little kids, Terry.
Gotcha.
Like if you put an Elmo on YouTube, how many hits has the...
I'm taking a look right now.
What are the RMAs?
12 million?
There's every MAs. There's R. Every letter can come before MAs.
Someone thinks you went to the RMAs in Vegas.
Who's the someone?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Karen Wilde thinks I went to the RMAs?
Because weren't you up for an award?
No, I was up for an award, but that was at the R&R.
Oh, okay.
That's different.
That was Radio and
All right.
Records. The RMAs are a real music award show.
Right, but I didn't know.
She thinks I was at the RMAs and not the AMAs?
She doesn't know, but she's guessing.
wow.
I think I was at the AMAs.
Oh, fine.
Tell her to butt out.
Yeah, butt out. Would
She's
you?
texting
That's very
you?
nice for her to be so helpful. That's nice for her to be listening that closely to be so helpful.
She's
Dale.
dialed in, yeah.
All right. I'm going to call in fact check her show from now on.
Hey, what time is her show on? I'd love to call in.
Well, she needs more of a regular time slot, in my opinion, but, you know, it's only so many hours in the day, I guess. 12,674,878 hits.
Is that good?
The Chris Brown and Elmo video has gotten on YouTube.
What is it again?
Our Karen Wilder's Texas, 12,674,879
That's right.
hits.
Check your facts, jerk.
Is that basically what she's saying to me?
She's all over it, Karen, yes.
How about Karen texting you?
Real
Yeah,
stick. Oh,
what's
yeah,
up
her
with
and I
that?
are close.
I didn't know you had her number.
I didn't know you guys roll like
cozy.
that.
We're very cozy.
Drop of a hat, you're just texting off at each other.
Oh, yeah.
What else do we not know about you two?
Plane's going down.
This video is so corny.
That is, what do you expect with Elmo?
I know, and my sisters love it. My sisters love it.
To say it's corny is almost... I've heard it a couple times in my life.
I bet.
Really?
What is it? The only better dance moves I've ever seen a guy be able to display is Elmo over Chris Brown's, Terry. Learning about the signs you see on the streets of our world. Stop right there.
Okay. Oh, look at him. Elmo's getting down.
Best quality we have, too. Working in a radio
I
station.
know. We are
how
good.
Jesus. All right.
All right.
Elmo does do something to kids. He's like possessed by the devil, the way he's able to control, the way kids love him. It's not right. They hear that voice and they flip out.
And it is more than the voice, I think. I think it's the reddish little doll, Satanish kind of.
Satanish.
There you go.
Great.
Although he's very furry and lovable.
He is.
There is a little bit of a red, Satanish looking quality to the monster, Terry.
Gotcha.
I'm not talking about Elmo anymore, by the way. Anyway, let's see a couple of these text messages if they must be read right here, right now. Somebody asked, what's the origins of Come Across? I only have been listening to the program for a year, and I'm dying to know. Oh, wait, that's not it. They mean this.
Come across.
Right, and they want to know, is that Dumpy's voice? Signed, Bob Josh.
Bob Josh?
That's right.
They're running out of names. They're running out of last names now, it sounds like.
Bob Josh, yes, you have nailed it. That is Dumpy's voice, and the origin of it is too long ago and ridiculous for me to have to go through really the story behind the the come across little
Come
line.
across.
But I remember
Which
it.
is code
believe
for
me.
you not remembering.
No, I absolutely remember it.
Really?
If you're going to call me on the carpet, I will absolutely tell you exactly where it came from.
You sound pretty convinced.
But it's such a trivial little moment in time that
it's
you're
not
going to
a
be
good
like,
story.
you're going to be like, it's not a good story.
Okay. I think I remember.
But if you challenge me and say you don't remember
to a
it,
duel.
then I'll be forced to have to
See,
tell you.
here's the thing: when you bring up stuff like this, then you have all the Terry Cam chatters who are very curious about it, and they're like, "Tell it, T-Man, tell it."
All I can
Call
tell
him
you
out.
is it's not a good story, though. It's
Well, they don't care.
It's a non-entertaining story. But I'll just say it just to prove to Hotshot that I have full memory of it.
Well, let's see if does Dumpy remember. You think?
Dumpy probably doesn't even remember.
Really? No,
He's
he
the one.
remembers.
He's the one who left the call on my voicemail. He probably doesn't even remember what the subject matter is behind the words that will never die of him saying,
Come across.
I think I know, actually.
Well,
I'm
just
not
tell me
positive,
this.
though.
What words came after come across that never get heard, obviously, when we play the little clip?
Keyed up.
You're on the right track, but that's not the words that came directly after. Come across with the tickets.
Oh, with the tickets. Right.
That's Duffy calling in already? Man, we need Karen. Wow, we need Duffy.
Oh, they're all over it.
Get her done.
He knows.
Representing butt
Well, we just told him.
worldwide.
I think he knew anyway.
Carrying sod.
Me and
Tacoma
GP.
to Everett and
That's how long
every
ago
city
it was.
in between. President of the blue collar workers. Even though he wears a tank top, here's Dump Truck Guy.
We pretty much gave it away to you, but can you fill in the blanks?
Yeah, I already know who, dude.
You knew.
I don't forget nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Done deal.
20
We
Bud Lights a night.
Sonic game, which never did happen, but that's okay.
20 Bud Lights a night, nonstop tanning bed action,
Right.
and a lot of codeine, and he has a memory like a steel trap.
Tons Cuervo,
Hard
don't
to
forget that.
believe. All that Cuervo. All right, what was it, Dumpy?
We were supposed to go to the Sonic game and meet GP. So they come across on the tickets.
Get keyed up. That's right. Come across. Come
That's
across
it.
with the tickets. Yes.
Done deal.
I told you it wasn't a very good story.
How'd those tickets work out for you, Dumpy?
I'm still waiting.
Still waiting. We got a pair. You have to go to Oklahoma now, though.
That's it.
Yeah,
Well,
great
Sonic-
seats.
You can be the coach.
Yeah, they need one.
How are you, Dumpy? Yeah, they fired.
man.
Carlos Mo.
Dude,
Trying to recover Monday morning.
what was the weekend like for a single guy like yourself?
It was pretty quiet.
Pretty
Just hung
quiet.
out, yeah.
Well,
Watched my buddy's band on Saturday, and that's about it.
so you went to a bar to watch this band. I'm sure you weren't sitting there in the basement, right?
No, yeah, it was a bar.
Mm-hmm.
It's all good.
You got keyed up at the bar.
Andy tore it up pretty good.
And what were you drinking?
Bud Light and Cuervo.
Oh,
He
jeez.
loves it.
When did you discover this fascination and/or love affair with Cuervo?
Since I've
Oh,
known
I
him.
don't know, man.
Since
Been
you've
a
known
while.
him,
Oh,
which
yeah.
is at least a decade?
Oh, yeah. He loves it. So weird.
Do you think you'll ever move on to try, dabble, maybe just sample a couple of other very tasty beverages that they tend to have on a bar somewhere behind on one shelf or another? Is there anything you'll ever try besides Cuervo and Bud Light, or no?
Oh, yeah, I change it up every now and then.
No, you
What do
don't.
you
You love
switch
Bud
it
Light. That's all
to?
you drink is Bud Light.
You love Bud Light and you love Cuervo. Okay, when you do try to rotate something else in, what is it?
Usually a vodka Red Bull.
Vodka Red Bull.
That'll work.
All right. What's your...
I'm not like a Jack kind of guy. I don't know how Vinnie drinks that crap, man.
Yeah, Jack is crap, sure. And
very good,
what's your vodka of choice?
You Grey Goose.
Huh?
Grey Goose,
Grey Goose.
Oh, he's a high society little vodka drinker, isn't he?
I guess. If that's high society.
Grey
Yeah, I
Goose
know.
is pretty up there.
Everyone says that, though. Everyone loves Grey Goose. Everyone. That's like everyone's
it's
answer.
It's expensive.
No, it's the standard.
Yeah,
No,
it's not that expensive.
You're saying it's not top shelf?
It's not top. I mean, it might be.
Kettle One?
You can pay more.
Belvedere?
Yeah, it's
Kettle-
all about the same. We're talking 50 cents difference, though, between that
Cheap
and...
vodka tastes like
Stoli.
Peanut and I'm out on that.
I didn't hear any of that. But anyway, all right. Good to know.
All right, we have fun, Dan, to get this stuff done and
You got
get the hell out of here.
you got a short little Thanksgiving week ahead of you? What are you going to do
Go
on...
over and hang out with the parents.
Well, now that you're a newly divorced or soon-to-be divorced man, what are your plans for Thanksgiving? Because this is the time of year that, the way things shook down for you, I don't want this, as your friend, Dumpy, to be a season of down times with the holidays rolling around and feeling blue, if you will, during the holiday season? What are your plans? I want to make sure that you're taken care of.
Oh, yeah, I'm just going to go hang out with the parents.
Get reacquainted with the folks.
There you
I
go.
hope it's not a blue Christmas.
Hmm.
Please.
So,
God, you want to hear
Too
it
early.
so
Too
we're
early.
going to have a T-bone steak.
All right, too early.
T-bone steaks for Thanksgiving.
Wow, that sounds
Indeed. Screw the
tasty.
turkey.
Screw
South.
the turkey.
Mm-hmm. And your parents have been very supportive since things kind of unraveled in your marital world.
Indeed they have.
Anything new to report on that front? Because when we last left this amazing,
Same old, man.
heartfelt saga, Terry,
Yes.
Dumpy was told in a very cold and callous fashion that he does not have a family anymore.
Right.
Which,
It's all good. I do have my kids on Thanksgiving, so
oh, you do?
Oh, good.
Yeah.
So you do have a family.
that'll be good.
Mm-hmm. How do they take their steak?
What's that?
How do they take their steak?
Medium well.
Medium well. A real steak eater eats it rare.
Yeah, not kids, though.
Now, you got to have a cook and too bloody. And a whole lot of A1 sauce.
A1.
Drown it in A1.
Must be great meat.
Yeah.
Dumpy, thanks for checking in, my friend.
All right, man. Have a good day. Later.
I'll have a great dump truck guy day.
Have a great dumb day.
Yeah, just said that. All right.
Well, good.
Wonder if Dumpy has watched Elmo and Chris Brown do their thing.
Sure, spend some time.
12 million hits. That has to be the top video on YouTube. Is there something with more hits?
Yes.
There are some YouTube videos that have gotten upwards of 20 million hits.
Oh, really?
But 12 million is probably
Top 10.
enough that puts it in the top 25 videos of all YouTube time.
That's not top 10?
No, I don't think it's even top 10.
Really?
Chocolate Rain probably has more than 12 million hits.
Yeah, isn't
I would
that
agree.
your
Okay, that's
thing?
one.
Chocolate Rain. How many hits does Chocolate Rain have, Vinny?
Jesus.
Whoever can find it the quickest.
What about Vanilla Snow?
Found it.
How many hits does Chocolate Rain have?
Oh, this is a different version. Yeah, you got it.
What is base?
They got like 19 different versions. I hate people who like.
What do you got, Pasty?
Is 23, 3. Oh, wait, that's Chris Crocker, sorry.
Oh, yeah, Chris Crocker's probably.
Talking Rain by Darth Vader.
Yeah,
Somebody's
there's some.
mentioning Charlie Bit My Finger.
Oh, that's a good one too.
Charlie Bit My Finger?
It was
Yeah.
like 60 million. Thanks, Sean Hill.
60?
60 million?
Mm-hmm.
Charlie Bit My Finger?
On Charlie Bit My Finger. Yeah.
What is that? I never even
It's
heard
like
of
two
it.
kids, and the baby just bites this other little kid's, and
It's probably the first
And
video
that's
ever
worth
up.
60 million.
yeah. Well, this kid has like a weird British accent and is like, crying, and it's funny.
Why am I not finding the finger? And yet I'm
No,
not-
you need to watch it.
Okay, Charlie Bit My Finger. I'm going to
alright.
put that on my to-do list. Anyway.
12 million, probably not top 10 then. Fine.
No, I'm not even sure if it's top 25, but it's somewhere in the top 100.
All right.
It's a lot of hits.
Rick Astley's probably 10 million.
He deserves it. Anyway.
Like the evolution of dance guy.
Oh, that's
105 million.
Really?
105 million.
Let me sneak in some calls here. 1-866-663-T-Man. Bobby, you're on the air. What's up, Bobby?
Hey, T-Man, how's it going?
How are you, Bubba? My Bubba
I'm
Bubba.
doing good.
What can I
Not
do for
too
you, sir?
bad.
What can I do for you?
I just want to tell all those people out there that are calling you a pussy for going to see this movie, screw them, because I have to go see this movie. I'm pretty fucking excited.
Okay, well, you can't say the F word on the air, but I'm glad you're that excited.
I'm pretty excited.
And a lot of times, there's a movie out there that guys realize they really don't want to be caught letting people know that they're interested in seeing. So we're lucky that we have girlfriends or wives that will, quote unquote, drag us to this movie.
Please let her pick Hope Flows. That looks so good.
I think all those guys that are texting you this, they probably have already gone and seen it.
Okay, well, listen, I don't need you to come to my aid. I'm doing just fine and dealing with all the rhinestone panty comments of this morning. And what else was I accused of being
Not having any testicles?
not having any testicles to be found. As I said, I dish it out plenty on the show. If it's my turn to take it this morning, so be it. And not only am I saying that I went to this movie in a dragging kind of situation, not in drag, but I
Some people would
enjoyed it, and
accuse
I'm
you.
proud to display that for you all.
Say loud, say
live
proud.
and in color on these airwaves.
I went to Twilight and I loved it.
I can't wait for the sequel.
It's actually Technicolor.
John in Bellingham, you're on the air. Hello.
Hey, what's going on there, team?
How are you? The number, excuse me for a second, John, is 1-866-663-T-Man. That's toll free. We got a shortened little Thanksgiving week, so if you need to get something on the air at some point this week, you better make it quick because today's Monday is Wednesday. Like last week's Wednesday.
Right.
Or every other week's Wednesday. Or most 5 days. Oh, you get the point. 1-866-663-T-Man. And John is next up. Yes, John.
Hey, T-Man.
Hey, John.
Hey, with the pirates down there in Somalia holding this tanker hostage, my question is, why
I'm
hasn't
very
the
into
US
that story.
Navy stepped up?
Well, is it really an American military kind of thing for as far as a call of action is concerned? It's a Saudi tanker.
Aren't they spread a little thin as it is, by the
Well,
way?
you know, America has established itself as the big brother, the police of the waterways. We're supposed to go out there and help them out, right?
I don't know if that's the case there, John, and I don't know if anything you've said so far is really accurate, but I think if an American vessel of some sort got hijacked by pirates, our Navy would be first to respond, but in this case, it's just a human interest story as far as America's concerned. We don't want to stick our nose in everything.
Yeah,
My
we do.
gosh, we show an ability to stay out of some things, apparently.
No, we don't.
Well, yes.
I can give you a little news on that.
On what? On the...
The answer there that this gentleman is seeking regarding the U.S. and the Navy's why they're
what's
not
our
getting
position
involved.
on this?
Well, it says here
30
in the
nautical
news
miles
article
east?
that France and the
doggy style?
U.S. are
Oh.
drafting a UN Security Council resolution.
We're helping
So-
and negotiate this thing out, but we're not going to provide any military.
Right.
Well, but the thing is that he needs to realize, too, that it's a huge waterway, and so you're dealing with...
You love talking about the
Well,
waterway.
no, I mean, and that's
It's the
what the
third
news
time.
keeps talking about. Is that
If one thing
because
Terry
there's-
knows of, it's a huge...
because there's so many people asking why aren't the
Who wants
military
in?
involved?
Huge
And it's
canal.
because it crosses so many different lines of countries. So France.
Some I heard have referred to it, Terry, as the Erie Canal.
It is a little bit eerie, yeah.
So I'll tell you what, team.
Don't roll your eyes at me. I'm just playing, Terry. Come on.
But John, you
Try
think
and
it's a
give
good
you
idea?
information,
And you did.
Jesus, you
And
get
you
on my
did. I'm
ass.
not getting on your ass. Oh, I should be so lucky. Anyway,
But do you guys think it's a good idea to start bombing an oil tanker, by the way? Who thinks that's a good idea?
who wins if you bomb
Jesus
the oil tanker? He's not saying necessarily
hey,
bombing.
don't
He's
say
saying a
anything about
rescue
bombing.
operation. You're saying a rescue operation of some sort and overthrow the pirates, huh?
Navy SEALs?
That's right.
Steven Seagal, he could do it. He kicked ass on a boat one time.
Well, as Hotshot suggested, the military is a little spread, a little bit thin these days, and this is not our business necessarily, so the fact that we're helping trying to negotiate is, I guess, a nice gesture, and let's leave it at that. But I'll tell you this.
Coast Guard or something that can do that?
There's been a...
The Coast Guard.
I mean, isn't there somebody out there?
With
I'm
all...
saying the Navy's.
A lifeguard or something?
Something. Hasselhoff running down the beach with a red flotation device.
Blow his whistle.
Where's Kit when you need him?
Wrong show.
I know.
I was just combining.
Hasselhoff.
Kid probably wouldn't be very effective on the high seas.
Oh, geez, I'm drowning, Michael. Oh, man. Whoops.
That's not a good idea, Michael.
$2 billion car.
This
just
is
drowned.
highly
Val Kilmer.
irregular.
Val Kilmer's the voice of Kit.
Is that right?
I didn't know that.
Really?
I didn't
Yeah.
know that either.
Yeah, I knew that.
Kilmer was
You
the
did?
voice of Kid?
Yes.
This time around?
In the new one.
Yeah, in the new one.
Probably doesn't want to. Oh, okay, the new
That's
one.
what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
the new
this
one.
Oh, okay, whatever.
Not the original. Original's that little short guy that was on St. Elsewhere, the little mustache, whatever his name is.
Oh, yeah, that guy. Anyway,
You'd recognize him.
actually, with all the
Michael.
ill feelings people have had about the military and how wrongly deployed and used by our commander-in-chief they have been, if you believe that they have, and most people, I think, that at least listen to this show, feel that way. I was talking to someone. This may be the best time to join the military in Obama's army, Terry, because if we're going to go to war under Obama's watch, Terry,
Yes, sir.
it's going to be something that's necessary. All right? So if you were ever thinking of joining the military, and they need people now probably more than ever, because there have been so many that have been through the ringer and no longer allowed or capable of providing service, this may be the best time, because you're not going to be fighting some war that we don't belong in over the next, hopefully, 8 years. Hopefully Obama does a great job, gets reelected, and it's a 8-year situation. He's due to speak, Terry, about the state of our economy in the next 10 minutes. You got it up there, Vinnie? You're still watching Chris Brown and Elmo.
Well, I actually pulled up Charlie Bit My Finger for you, but No, I'll get it up, though.
Oh, jeez. I bet you said that a couple times in your life, huh?
All the chicks.
But, John, thank you for the call, my friend.
Hey, T-Man, I appreciate you taking the call and keep doing what you're doing.
Oh. I don't know what I'm doing, but thanks.
All right.
Thanks a lot.
I had a friend that joined the Marines in '92, right when Clinton took over, and hardest thing he had to do was triple team 3 girls in Thailand. That was the hardest part of it. Always.
Seems like a good call to duty.
Oh, yeah, that too. Toughest thing he had to do.
Yeah, in Clinton's army, you knew that if you were in Clinton's military, you knew if you were going to war that it was something that was vital.
Yeah.
George W. Bush's, not the same could be said. But now in Obama's army, military, Navy, Marines, maybe a good time if you're trying to find all this unemployment out there.
Right.
It may be a good time to think about the service because it'll be a completely different service than it was over the past 8 years. Just something to consider. That's all I'm suggesting.
Gotcha.
Get a good medical plan and 3 meals a day.
With unemployment as high as it is and just looking like it's not going to get any lower anytime soon. Brittany, you're on the air. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Fine, how are you?
Pretty good. What can we do for you?
I just want to let you know, I think that there's a lot of ugly babies posted on the baby battle.
Wow.
So Terry was on the air earlier saying all the babies she's looking at in the baby battle are so cute. And I hadn't gone completely to look through the thousands of pictures yet. But I had a hard time
There's
believing.
like 880.
Is it because, is your child on there, or did you miss the cutoff date?
What was that?
Did you try and
Okay,
submit
let's
your
get a little bug
child
here.
and miss the cutoff date? Is that why you're
Well, you're not feeling like you're getting enough votes?
No, my child's on there. I'm just saying
Oh,
that
of course
really,
she is, and you're not getting enough votes, so therefore you got to bag on all the other cute little babies because your baby really probably isn't up to par and probably shouldn't be on
I'm not even
there.
ripping on your child, so why don't you just shut up so I can talk?
Well, because I have
You
older
stinky
kids,
tuna.
so Well, but I just don't think that's fair that you need to come on here and really talk about other people's
But
kids.
she's got a motive. She wants to win this thing.
Well,
No, I'm not even naming any other children. I'm just saying that realistically, the only way you're going to win is if you know a crap load of people. It doesn't matter if your child's
And obviously
cute or
you
not.
have
No, I
don't
know a lot of
crap
people.
load of people.
I got texters that say that they have no stake in the game here, and they're going on and looking at all the pictures and voting. So, yeah, you're right. There will be a lot of people with motivation to vote because they submitted a picture. It's not going to necessarily come down to whoever knows the most people.
Okay.
You're
I
already,
just wanted
you're
to
already
say that I
coming
think
up with
that there's a lot of ugly
excuses
kids.
for why your kid isn't going to win, it seems like. Why aren't you more optimistic?
I'm not even worried. If my kid doesn't win, it's okay. I'm just stating the fact that there's a lot of ugly children on
And
there.
is your child one of them or no?
She said yes.
Oh, your child is one of the ugly ones?
Oh,
No.
on there. No.
You said there's a lot of ugly kids. Is your child one of them?
Is one of the ugly kids? No, not by far.
So there are a lot of ugly kids, but your child, conveniently enough for you, is not one of them.
No.
Ironically enough, her kid is
But then
not.
again, no mother thinks their child is ugly.
Well, would you like to tell us which child is yours so we can go take a look?
So you can rip on my child on the air?
Hey, I'm not even. See?
Yeah, you can go look at him if you want.
All right, well, which one is he?
Crazy maniacal laugh.
Yeah.
She's all paranoid now. Like she knows exactly what my motive is. You talked about how your child's beautiful and there are a lot of ugly ones. I think now, only by the nature of curiosity, I'm interested to know which one your child is.
My child is
I
Jack.
don't have some scheme against you.
There's one Jack on the whole site, really?
Jack M.
Jack M. And he's the only Jack M?
Yep, he is the only Jack M.
All right, we're going to go look at Jack M, and we'll all come to our own conclusions, all right?
I'm sure you guys are just going to tell me that
Oh,
he's ugly.
my gosh.
I
do like how-
You didn't hesitate to rip on just about every other child, did you?
But I didn't name anybody in specific. I didn't say every child on there was ugly. I think
Well, who
there's a
says we're going to
handful.
rip your child?
You
Relax.
do.
Yeah, but I do like how
Gosh, you're a nervous mom, aren't you?
I do like how she told Terry to shut up, though. That was pretty damn cool.
Yeah, it was awesome.
That was the best part about her.
Brittany, how about this? I promise not to comment either way about your child, okay?
Okay.
I'm not even going to go look, but everyone else out there can go look since you very boldly made it known that there are so many ugly kids on the Baby Battle website. All right? There
Thank
you
you.
go. Take care, Brittany.
All right.
Bye-bye. So what, are you going to just go rip on my kid?
Got her.
All right. No comments. I promised her no comments.
But do you want to see it, though?
I told her I wouldn't even look. Everyone could go look at Jack M and draw their own conclusions. All right?
Gotcha.
She didn't like the thought of the gun turned on her, but she was certainly whizzing a few bullets out there of her own at all the people who may be listening who submitted pictures.
Whiz.
True or not true?
True.
But the thought of us critiquing her kid, no good.
You don't want any comments at all about the kid?
I do not. I made her that promise. I want to take a look during the break before you influence me. All right? Okay. Okay.
I'm saying nothing.
I'm not either. I'm not saying.
Trying to read your expressions.
I was gonna say, you guys have just like a little moment there.
I'm just trying to read them like a poker player right now.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Do you want one word?
Yeah, let them get one word. Come on, one word.
No, I don't want to say anything.
I will look during the break because I can't help myself. Okay. All right. Okay.
The TManShow.com.
Administration will confront from tax policy to fighting recessions. And
You want to hear Obama speak live about who he's naming to the cabinet, Terry? Is that exciting to you?
and liberal thinkers alike.
Really?
I look forward to her wise counsel in the White House. Finally, we know that rebuilding our economy will require action on a great variety of fronts, from education and health care to energy and social security. Without sound policies in these areas, we can neither enjoy sustained economic growth nor realize our full potential as a people.
This is happening live as Rome burns. All right, what's our country again? Oh, yeah, America. America. He's going to save the planet.
Serve as my director.
Counting on him. We need it. Not an understatement, Terry.
I know.
I mean an overstatement.
Hand in hand
on one of those statements.
Economic policy team to chart a course to economic recovery. An integral part of that course will be health care reform.
Okay, I'm bored. Anyway.
No kidding, man.
This isn't the big, grand, rouse 'em up acceptance speech anymore, it sounds like. This is like down to business. So, we did the electing thing. Now he can get down to business, and we don't have to keep tabs minute to minute, you know what I'm saying?
Although I think Melody Barnes is going to do a great job as domestic policy.
Melody Barnes has got a position in the cabinet.
Melody.
Uh-huh.
Lawrence Summers.
Lawrence Sumner's got a position in the cabinet.
Oh, he's going to be
and
awesome.
And it ain't cleaning it?
No.
Ah. Good.
Hillary
got a position in the cabinet?
Didn't she?
And it ain't bent over it?
Was she offered
something?
She was offered something, right?
Yeah, Secretary of State. She's going to be.
Wow.
That's something.
What Condoleezza Rice was doing, right?
Yes. So she's
the white Condoleezza.
She is.
Yes.
She's like, no, I don't want that. I want president. When
are
you going to offer that?
Pretty close.
That position is not open, Hillary. You're going to have to get over that.
Oh, then I'm going to pass. Thanks anyway, though. I'm this close to president. Now I get Secretary of State? Screw you.
Turmoil on Wall Street means a new round of belt tightening for families and businesses on Main Street.
You making your belt tighter?
Oh, God. That's why I don't wear them.
At all these days there, Hot Shots?
Tons of elastic.
Problems in our financial markets.
Yeah.
These
Hot Shots knifing in new loops.
Oh, yeah.
Financial system
I have a drill.
Extraordinary policy.
You drill? You don't knife?
No.
My administration will honor the public commitments made by the current administration to address this crisis.
Honor the current administration for what?
Beyond any immediate actions we may take,
right.
We need a recovery plan for both Wall Street and Main Street.
Sure.
A plan that stabilizes our financial system.
Got it.
And gets credit flowing again. While at the same time addressing our growing foreclosure crisis, helping our struggling auto industry, and creating and saving 2.5 million jobs. Jobs, rebuilding our infrastructure, our roads, our bridges, modernizing our schools, and creating...
You start at the 520 and work out.
I was going to say, we still have bridges to build in this country.
Because
Haven't we covered every waterway?
Well, the bridges that have been built need a little fixer-upper.
That's different than building bridges.
Confidence of middle-class families who find themselves working harder, earning less, and falling further and further behind.
All right, more importantly, let's get to some text messages here.
Right on. Terry's a bunt.
Oh, geez.
Nice.
Well, I don't have that, but I want an ATM Terry's bunt.
Wow.
ATM. Have you heard that expression?
I've heard of it.
You mean he wants to make a deposit in your bunt?
Yeah.
Well, that's probably part of it.
What's ATM?
I always thought it was ass to mouth.
Right. Yeah. See, I was thinking literally about an ATM machine, and you wanted to make a deposit. have you make a withdrawal, Terry.
Yeah, no one's putting a deposit in.
I think I like mine better.
Yeah, but no one's depositing in the ATM anymore, are they?
Oh, that's right. That's why we have Obama on the scene now to help us make deposits.
With our economy in distress, we cannot hesitate and we cannot delay. Our families can't afford to keep on waiting and hoping for a solution. They can't afford to watch another month of unpaid bills pile up, another semester of tuition slip out of reach, another month where instead of saving for retirement, they're dipping into their savings just to get by.
Double dipping. Anyway, all right. We'll be monitoring this. If any breaking developments happen, I don't know what could possibly happen. We'll let you know. Not really. Let's see here. Yeah, he wants to ATM you, Terry. Any thoughts on that or no? I'm getting all stuffed up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just choked up over the thought of him ATMing you, Terry.
Really?
No, not really.
Oh.
But, yeah. Anyway.
Huh.
Okay. Let's see what
I
else
hate
we
being
got
stuffed
here.
up.
Yeah, it's a little annoying.
My nightmare is to be completely stuffed up where you can't breathe at all and someone puts tape over your mouth.
Oh, my gosh.
You know, like they kept you like a prisoner.
Hey,
but I'm stuffed up. They probably wouldn't care, huh?
8:45. Too stuffed doesn't even listen. And 44 seconds. I'm sure it was a funny comment. T-Man, do you still have your balls, or did your wife put them in her purse after she dragged you to see Twilight?
Wow.
Letting you have it.
Yeah, I did love that. Twilight changed my views on vampirism. I'm a dude and loved it, T-Man.
Wow, there you go.
You don't have to come to me to feel like you can relate, console.
You're their leader.
Share thoughts. I'm not the male leader of all that enjoyed Twilight.
You like plastic vampire teeth, too.
There's definitely a time and place for that. Let's see. 7:43, or no, I'm sorry, 8:43 and 5 seconds. I recently met the T-Man and shook his jag-off hand. Am I lucky or what?
Wow, really?
That's what somebody wrote.
Oh, cool.
It's kind of mean.
Well, no, I think he's talking about he shook the hand that you touch yourself with.
Oh, shook my jack-off hand.
I'm guessing.
Yeah.
I don't think it's me. I think that's what he's saying.
Oh, so maybe I should have read it like this. I recently met the T-Man and shook his jack-off hand.
Yes,
Am I lucky or what?
That's how you should have read it.
There you go.
That makes more sense to me.
No, I don't think so.
Don't call your hand a jack-off. Listen here, you jack-off. You tell your left-handed other jack-off brother. And I'm coming
Yeah,
after
I do
both of you.
literally have a jack-off hand, so I
We
get
know that.
I get that you can
That's how I
possibly
took it.
take it in that fashion. But I don't know. I think I'm right the first time. I recently met the T-Man and shook his jack-off hand. Am I lucky or what? Kind of like a sarcastic little text message.
You're going glass half empty. I'm going glass half full.
Well, you know, all the comments people have bombarded me with the pussification of men and the no testicles. And
Yeah, a little tender today, I understand.
maybe I'm getting a little tender. I've been a little tenderized this morning.
We can call the person and find out.
And I'm
Ooh,
all
there you
stuffed
go.
up. Let's see. Here's a hack. Some fantasy football players getting a little disappointed with LT.
Oh.
I'm assuming that's the case when they write LT as a hack. Do we know any other LTs?
Lawrence Taylor. I'm sure they're really concerned about him.
He's long since given up that moniker and passed it on to LaDainian Tomlinson.
Sean Hemp in the Terry Cam said that he's the one who sent that last jerk-off hand
Oh,
comment.
really?
And
Yeah.
that Hotshot is
Oh,
correct.
Hotshot's right?
Yes.
Where did he shake my jack-off hand?
Hold on. Tell him it's not
The Bell House.
sarcastic. Where you meet.
Is that what you call it now?
The what?
The jack-off hand?
Well, he called it that.
I know, but now you're calling it that.
I'm calling it that because he called it that. I just
Yes,
want to know
he
where he
shook
shook my
your-
hand. Or where did he shake my hand?
I'm waiting for the
Oh.
answer.
Answer.
Now, see, I always think I know how to take these text messages. I don't know how
At
to
the
take
Hawk game.
At the what?
Seahawk game.
Seahawk game. Oh.
A couple weeks ago or so.
Oh, it was fresh off a jack-off on the way to that dude. He doesn't know how right he was.
Jeez. Bad visual.
Hit the windshield on the way into the parking lot. Let's see here. 9:01 and 56 seconds. Someone watch T-Man. I want to explode. I want you to explode in my feet. Oh well.
Really?
Yes. I don't know how to take that now.
Well,
I'm all stuffed up.
You want
Can't-
you to
All right, Terry, give me some stories. Give me some other things that are going on this morning. Let me take a couple of calls. I don't have my call board.
Always do that.
No, I mean,
You
I'll do
say
both. I'll do both. I can't see my call board because I got Barack Obama up speaking, and
Okay.
as he's speaking, the Dow keeps dropping, which is not always
You don't need to see that.
what you want to see
I don't want you to
as
watch
far
that
as
during the show.
confidence for the country. Every time something happens with him, the Dow started when we started watching this thing at 350. It's now at 250.
The minute they see his face, he goes down.
Man,
They are able to deal with heat and groceries and all the other strains on family budgets. Now, what I've also said during the course of this campaign is we've got to restore some balance to our tax code. And the Bush tax cuts were disproportionately targeted towards the very wealthiest Americans. Those who are making more than $250,000 a year.
Okay, whatever.
Sounds good.
A couple of comments on the Jack M from the texters, Terry, that I can't pretend like I didn't see here. And I did look at the picture, by the way, and let's be honest. As much as I wanted to rip her, because she came on like ripping everyone else, and then, sounding all, self-conscious, and it would have been perfect if I could have just ripped how ugly her baby was. That was a pretty cute baby.
Okay.
All right? It's a really cute baby that she had there. Of course, those look like pretty professional pictures she had done there, which can make any kid look pretty good. This person writes, at 8:57 and 21 seconds, Jack M isn't ugly, but just about average. Other babies on that site are way cuter. Like mine, for instance, I'm sure she left out. Then, of course, you just have your blatant, I'll rip anyone for ripping's sake. 8:56 and 58 seconds, someone writes, Jack M looks more like jackass.
Nice.
God, people, it's a baby.
It's a baby contest.
Jeez.
And the gloves are off.
Man, oh man.
And the prices are dropping, as Sleep. Anyway, inside joke.
I know. I got it.
Taylor, you're on the air. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Taylor. What can I do for you?
I had a comment about the lady that called in, of course. I don't think her child is ugly at all. I'm not going to rip her for that one.
Her baby was very cute, all right? And I'll be the first to identify a non-cute baby and not hold back. But I can't help you but give you my true feelings. And when I looked at her baby, I was like, man, I want to rip her. But no, her baby was cute. Of course, I did mention that her pictures looked like it was done by some professional outfit, like a Yen Louis-ish kind of joint.
Yes.
If they can catch her in the right light, they can make any baby look good. But her baby did look pretty cute, no doubt about it.
It's like senior pictures, They soften up the acting.
I basically just
Speak
wanted
for yourself.
to say, though,
My senior picture was a disaster.
Do you have them?
My senior pictures?
Yeah.
Bring them in. We'll bring them in?
I want to see yours.
I didn't get them.
You didn't get them?
No.
I think she did it to actually get her child's name on the radio, so I was wondering if I could do the same.
Oh, you feel like you need equal time now?
Well, hey, there's a bunch of people that listen to the radio, so...
Oh, really?
Yeah, of course.
So
I just wanted to say Xan...
Not interested. Anyway. First of all, I'm not feeling her assessment is accurate, Terry. I don't feel like that woman did call with one purpose in mind. We almost had to drag her baby's name out of her at the end of that call. And this woman, just the sound of her voice, leads me to believe she has no shot of winning.
Okay.
She did not produce a good-looking enough child.
Oh, wow.
All right? So don't waste your time saying your baby's name and having people now text in ripping your child. All right? You ain't winning. End of story. There can only be one winner in the baby battle contest. And it ain't anyone that's called so far.
Now, do we know who the leaders are in that or no?
The second round of voting starts today at 3 p.m. How the results of the first round came out, I don't know. But if you want me to look for the results or find out, if you really want to...
I want top 10.
If you want to try to get me inspired to go looking for the data, I'll find it.
How'd I do?
I don't feel it yet.
Oh, jeez. You're not inspired?
No, I could care less right now. Right now. I mean, when the ultimate winner is announced, I'll be very interested to find out who it is. But, I don't know. I ain't feeling it.
All right.
Did they give the information out on who the first round winner is or no?
So far, no.
They've given no information.
No,
round 2 starts today. They've told nobody about round 1. Why are they even starting a round 2 if they haven't given round 1 information?
It would have to be.
Have they eliminated a bunch of babies in round 1?
I don't know. It doesn't give me any of that information.
Well, who can answer these questions?
The great Eric Powers.
Oh, jeez. Who's this now?
The great, well, not so great next to you. Eric Powers.
Well, everyone's great next to me, Terry, but...
He's not as great as you, I guess I should say.
Well, everyone's great next to me. That's my point. Oh. Anyway, let's not fight about this. Anyway, I just want to know what the protocol here is.
Well, like I said, on the site, it just states that the second round starts today.
Second round starts today.
And it doesn't give any indication of who the final...
Have kids been eliminated?
Apparently they have.
Have they taken a slew of babies and chucked them to the scrap heap?
Chucking babies now?
That's bad. If you want to take it very literally, it's a bad visual. But I'm asking, have a bunch of babies been eliminated? Have they missed the cut? Yes or no? Pasty seems to have an answer. He's raising his hand. Yes, Pasty.
Starting today, they're going to be taking the top 250 that were voted upon in the first round.
So it is a big first-round cut situation.
Big cut.
Because there was about 1,000 some odd babies up there, and now it's being narrowed down to 250.
Right.
So that is a huge thank you for showing up, but don't call us kind of situation for the 750, give or take, that have been shown the baby door.
Ooh, don't let it hit you on the way out.
Mm-hmm.
Big cut.
Wow. So there's going to be 750 angry parents out there this morning.
Right.
Well, maybe like 1,500.
Or whatever it is.
Oh, each kid has 2 parents.
Speak for yourself.
That's true. Okay, maybe like 1,200.
Mm-hmm. All right. Interesting. Round 2 starts today.
Yes.
And that means there'll be a lot of bitter people out there today, and that's kind of interesting. That's kind of fun.
Yeah, but you have till 3 to continue to vote, right?
So the people who have their baby eliminated in round 1 don't even know it yet. Because all the original babies are still up there.
Right.
Oh, it's going to be a fun day.
The bloodbath.
Oh, I feel sorry for the person at the front desk of Cube 93 this morning.
That's right.
How dare you take my baby's picture down?
If you didn't feel sorry for him before this, you
You
sure do
people
now.
are frauds! My kid's beautiful, just like me. Oh, it's going to be a nightmare. People being told their baby didn't make the first cut.
Yeah.
There's a new girl.
Oh, man. I'm glad they're doing it at 3. I want to be long out of here. Before the march on Cube 93 starts today. By parents who were insulted by this whole process. Man, if I sent in a picture of my kid and got taken out in the first cut, I would go straight to Eric Powers, grab a hold of his red hair, demand answers.
A fistful of red hair.
A fistful of fire crotch.
Wow. Ow, it hurts. Ow, 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 ow. No more. Ow. Come on, dude.
Why is my kid not on the website anymore?
Oh, come on. Let go, dude. Look, kids.
Don't look at Dirty Harry. I want an answer from you.
Hey, Dirty Harry, come over here and help me, would you? Come on.
Dirty wouldn't help.
That's not right, Eric. Wow. Is he sure
He's probably butthurt now.
Is he sure he wants to do his afternoon show today?
Sounds like it.
If we hear Karen Wilde doing a show, we'll know why.
He's hiding.
Too many calls he's got to be taking.
Pony up more money
Pony up.
for an auto industry that has been resistant to change.
Is the Dow negative yet?
I was surprised that they did not have a better thought out proposal when they arrived in Congress.
All right, whatever.
Sounds good.
Wow.
Are we getting money or what? Are we getting checks or not? What are we doing?
I'll tell you what. If your baby gets eliminated and Eric Flowers refuses to answer your questions, well then, call me tomorrow morning and we'll try to get answers for you. Because there are going to be some good-looking babies, I'm sure, for some reason, that don't make the cut.
Sure.
But you must go to the site at 3 p.m. today to find out who is the top 250 babies.
Right.
That's going to be exciting. I may actually be there at 2:30 waiting in line to make sure I get a spot when the moment happens that I can refresh. I don't want to get shut out, Terry.
Right. And they unveil.
I'm not going to be sure that the site is so reinforced that I can feel like I can get in right at 3.
How do you pick all these babies? I mean, they're all cute.
They are cute.
Is there a criteria? Is there a process?
Whatever you think's cutest. That's the criteria. That's it.
And, of course, T-Man's Christmas Cash starts next week, Terry.
All right.
$100 4 times a day.
Nice.
I think people can use a little money. And, of course, the ultimate chance at $10,000 is at the end of this Christmas rainbow. You've seen some of those Christmas rainbows, Terry?
Oh, sure.
Mm-hmm.
Of course I have.
Okay. Well, there you go.
All right.
This is an exciting day.
I know.
I'm sure if Powers is listening, he's probably thinking, I guarantee you, maybe this wasn't the best idea.
Yeah, now, today.
The thought of some
that's a big
roast beef farm lady got a hold of his red hair.
Jeez. That's a big cut, though. 75% of the people get cut today.
75% of the people, give or take, are going to be cut today, and then they're going to be looking for answers and explanations?
Cut like
and you really can't give them one?
No, you got nothing.
Wow. All right. I'm glad this ain't my contest. I'm glad I'm just talking about it. It ain't the T-Man's baby battle. Okay?
Gotcha.
I have nothing to do with it.
Washing your hands of it.
I'm just a viewer of this one, just like everyone else.
No, you're throwing out the baby with the bathwater.
That's
now.
right.
TheTmanShow.com. $29.95.
Look at this. Barack Obama's done speaking, but now they're talking about the commemorative coin you can get.
Layered in genuine 24-karat gold for only $9.95. But wait, there's more.
Oh, there's more.
Wow. Receive the President-elect Barack Obama Kennedy $half. Layered in genuine 24-karat gold.
I don't know if I like that. I certainly seem to remember how it turned out for Kennedy.
Of authenticity.
All right, you want the Barack Obama President-elect commemorative coin, Terry? You can get it for $29.95. It could be a collector's item.
24-karat gold, right?
That's right. And then we'll be retired forever. Hurry. Don't wait to secure your order for this special limited release. Get both of these brilliant uncirculated Barack Obama 24-karat gold layered coins. A $29.95 value. Yours for only $9.95.
Oh, only $9.95. Wow.
Sweet.
Be worth millions someday.
Right. I love commemorative coins. My favorite thing ever.
God. Then one day you need a pack of gum, you're short on cash, you spend your commemorative coin.
Right. No one will take it.
Like I had this ball that my dad got for me through a friend of his that was like a sports writer, and Willie Mays signed it. And I didn't even know who Willie Mays was when I was a kid because it was before my time, right? But then as I got older, I realized that he was, pretty damn good.
He wasn't.
And I had it in my room, and I was told by my dad never to play with it and always keep it safe and everything.
Right.
And then one day, like
how that worked out.
I hit a ball over the fence, and I needed a ball, so I just took my Willie Mays ball and started throwing it down the street with a friend of mine. Got it all scuffed up. My dad got pissed.
Oh, jeez.
It's a little disrespectful, though.
Yeah, I didn't realize the value of it. Not that it would be worth. Baseballs with autographs aren't worth that much.
Not
it's
the point.
baseball cards that are worth a lot.
Not the point.
It was the trouble he went through to get it from me.
Correct.
He got over it.
That's what he gets for telling you not to play with it.
I know.
Look how that worked
Yeah, that
out.
never worked out in any fashion. But anyhow, at least I didn't go blind, like you said I would.
But your palms are hairy, and you have trouble seeing.
That is true. I see fine, but my palms are very hairy. Right. Not really. Anyway.
Maybe they are.
Oh, Terry, I just want people to be aware out there that you're not alone if your baby gets eliminated from the baby battle contest later today. 75% of the babies get tossed. So to speak. So, the chances are your baby will not make it to the second round. So don't feel bad. But if you do, call us tomorrow and vent your frustration.
All right.
Because that'll be fun.
Yeah, should be interesting.
You hear people all bent out of shape, wanting to curse out using every word under the sun for Eric Flowers, because it's really his contest.
Right.
He's really the decision maker as it comes down to it, as I see it. If he wants to, he can push your baby through to the second round.
If he wants to.
Yeah, that actually puts him in a good position. There's a lot of single moms out there that want their kid to win this thing. He can get a lot of Hummers out of this if he plays his cards right, Terry.
No kidding.
Easy.
Does he know how to work this thing or what?
What are you going to do for me?
I know I'm married, but not today.
Yeah, nothing. He's not going to get anything out of it.
I don't know if he will. Maybe I should have thought more about doing this contest myself.
Right.
Yes. You want your kid to go down? Well, then you better. We'll see how that turns out. We'll talk about it tomorrow.
TheTmanShow.com.